guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see dicks? Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
What in the Sam Hill?
What are you? What happened to your
camera? All right, that's a good start.
Solo stream now.
Yep, good start to the stream. We did great there.
I wanted to dance.
Well, damn.
It was a good mix. It was a good mix.
You know, something like this hasn't actually happened in a long time. So
that's what she said. He said. He said. Ah.
All right, let's see if we can get this thing working again.
We are late and we are boomering, and I guess the boomer virus has come over here.
Yeah, from Gary.
To your channel.
it's everything's Gary's fault. Late because of Gary. Camera doesn't work because of Gary. Yeah.
We're just gonna start playing Conan now.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Concentration to do that.
Well, while I'm fixing this goofy stuff, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. This has been, I feel like it's been a long time coming. I think some people messaged me and was like, Camelot said that he wanted to have you on the show. I was like, oh, interesting. Because your channel for me came out of nowhere almost. Because I saw you had Gary on, and then Drinker and a bunch of people in the sphere. And I mean, I don't know what you had on your channel prior to. Yeah.
I was very, very lucky that Gary, and I don't know why they came on. I'm gonna be very honest. I messaged Gary and he responded within a minute and was like, yeah, I'll come on. And I was like, what the fuck? All right. Because I knew Gary kind of. We have been on Yellow Flash's stream before, but I didn't know, that's all I knew. And then he came on and it was awesome. And then Critical Drinker, he responded to me as well. And I was like, I can't believe this shit. It's wild. It's like my dreams, but it's a damn Gundam. That son of a bitch.
What happened with him?
He's one of my favorite creators on the tube, and he will. I just can't get him to respond. Not granted, he doesn't know who I am either.
Oh, Gundam is a whole different type of human being.
That's what everyone says. They all say.
But I'm excited. So I was messaging him, and he has a surprise coming up in a couple months, month and a half. Can't wait for you guys to see it.
A surprise? So, what do you mean a surprise?
Yeah. Well, he's
content wise or
content. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but yeah, you just have to wait and see. He's gonna come on FNT at some point with this surprise. So
he's been on there before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is something that he's never done before.
Interesting.
I know, right? Mystery.
So exciting. So exciting. Maybe eventually I can get him to answer the call.
Gundam, you need to answer the call, please.
Yeah. Dude, for real. There's not many creators where I watch every single one of their pieces of content.
Oh, you know what? I have to agree. Gundam, almost every video I watch, there's something about the magic of his humor.
Yeah, dude, something about his voice. It entrances me. So beautiful.
Oh my God. Have you heard him sing?
No. It's beautiful. I bet it's just
it's absolutely beautiful. One day we'll push him to release his music. It'll be good. Oh God, wow, this has just hit my stomach and I can feel it.
Oh, what already? That's such a girl thing too. Now, granted, I haven't eaten at all today. So real quick, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you full screen. I want you to talk about what you're doing real quick on YouTube and introduce yourself to everybody. What's your style? You've been streaming, what all platforms you're on, and I'm going to restart my computer and then join.
All right.
Because
solo takeover stream. Give me powers. Okay.
Let me see. It didn't work. All right, here you go. Solo layout, and I'll be back in.
Hi, I'm X-Ray Girl. I am a YouTuber, content creator, mostly gamer, boomerer. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, Locals. I also run another channel called Poor Choices with That Tug Life, and we're gonna actually have a new channel soon with Mark the Cyborg, my husband, talking about relationships. So when that comes out, I will announce that, of course. And I know I don't drink a lot, but I decided since we are possibly going to do fight milk, which sounds nasty AF, that might as well just get drunk. I have my favorite. I can't find this everywhere in I call them Lickbos, LCBO. It's the liquor board. Smirnoff blueberry vodka, and I mixed it with Zevia. Here's because I'm on keto, so I had to be really good today. Yeah, Camelot's already being a boomer. Yeah, for sure. I kind of like that I have the boomer virus for sure. But if you want to hang out, I'm also on FNT. I'm on Geeks and Gamers. A little bit of everything. And I'm the most normie person ever that you'll probably ever meet.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, now, granted, look, what is a normie exactly? Because normies usually get weird and offended, and they take the shit personal. You seem to be pretty laid back.
Well, no, not necessarily. So I think a lot of the laid backness does come from my history in arts and school and whatnot. And then also on top of that, being an X-ray tech in real life, a lot of my friends are very chill, and it just made me think like there's so much out there in the world. I don't think that we can get offended by all these little things.
Dude,
it's too much effort to be offended. Why am I offended by someone else's opinion when that person does not matter to me?
Exactly. I've never understood that. It's the weirdest thing, especially when you're a content creator. Like, I will see people like YouTubers or whatever throw their entire career away because they have to battle with trolls all day. And the troll will just be like, you're a has-been or you're stupid. And they lose their shit over it. I mean, that is a random person that has no bearing.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, for lack of a better phrase, they're beneath you. Why do you care about what they're saying? And people can't get over that shit. Now, me, on the other hand, I will troll trolls back for fun. Yeah.
I've heard about your trolling.
They don't offend me at all. I think it's really fun. And yeah, like usually what I'll do is I'll agree with what they're saying. You know, I'll just agree. I'll be like, yeah, you're completely right. I agree. And
they're like, what?
Yeah, they don't.
What do I do?
They'll get mad and they'll be like, well, I guess you're just a bad person. And I'll be like, I agree. I'm terrible. And they're like, huh. It completely diffuses them. So that's the biggest thing is when people call me racist or, whatever, what have you. I'll just say, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, I don't like anybody darker than me at all. And they'll be like, oh, and they'll be like, you're awful. And I'm like, I agree. And then they're like, okay, I guess.
Good thing I'm so white.
Yeah, I guess I'll leave now. Like, no joke. I had somebody troll me once, and I did something like that, and they were like, you know what? Mad respect, man. And then they were in my streams for a long time. Like,
hey, you converted someone.
I converted them. What the hell is this, by the way? I want to I don't know about you, but StreamYard is completely different now, and they don't highlight the super chats anymore. There's a star beside them. Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, to save them so that they're in their starred. I like that actually.
Wait, what? How does that work?
So you star it, and then you see it live, and then to the right of live, it's starred.
Oh my god. I can't believe this. It's such a good.
Did you actually never actually?
No, damn you! Look, it was not meant for me. This is just now. This is for real. This is just now for me.
What? Okay, I'll produce your channel, Camelot. I see how it is.
No, it's an update, right? This has
been for a couple months now.
Oh, now you fucking with me. This is bullshit.
No, I swear to you. I've been doing this since January at least that I remember.
I feel like a dumbass. Slaglust, thank you for the Goomba. I love you. I appreciate you. Billy Hatcher, you're goated. I love you. Slaglust, by the way, first Orange Boy. Billy Hatcher says you should blame Asus, the hardware company, for all your problems. I agree. I'm just gonna go over.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Oh, for your computer problems.
Yeah, well, it was the camera, dude. I don't know what the hell happened. We were talking in the background, and then we went live, and the camera was like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. I guess it just doesn't work now.
I got scared of all your twerking. Which, by the way, I believe you could actually twerk.
I can, yes.
Oh,
Dude, when I went, dude, I don't know what it is. Like, I would go to the club, back in the day. I don't go to the club ever now, but like I go to the club, because I was, hanging out on Tinder and shit. And I'd hang out with girls at the club. And as soon as I got a drink in me, then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm
a
confident.
booty shaking.
I'll start working, and girls lose their shit.
I'm
like,
surprised you can do it. Like a white boy twerking, it
dude,
astounds me.
they get so excited, and then I end up like smashing pictures with one of them every time.
Oh.
And I'm like, why does that turn with chicks on? It's weird. Why?
Oh, I have a feeling. Guys who can dance translates to women's mind that they can,
Pelvic thrust.
in the bedroom, they can do that.
But little do they know that they only getting 3 choice pumps with my dumb ass. So you ain't getting shit.
Oh wow, you're quicker than Naz.
Yeah, dude. 3 choice pumps. They're always like, "Where's the rest of you?" And I'm like, "This is all you get, bro."
That's everything. That's everything. You got it all.
Yeah, that's it. Samantha, love you, appreciate you. Nolan with the second X-ray takeover. Orange boy, it's better and better. I mean, the viewership would actually probably go up if it was just you. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate you so much. You sexy. Oh, by the way, a little bit of announcement. X-ray girl is doing fight milk with me tonight if we hit fight milk goal.
Wait, what was the goal again? I forgot.
It's 1,000 in super chats. Yeah,
1,000 in super chats. I think we can get there.
Yeah. Oh, do we always do? It just takes one psycho. Just boom. There was one guy the other stream. He's just like, boop, just drink the eggs. I'm like, well, some bitch. And I thought I was gonna get away with it. Cause like sometimes I want, it'll be at the close to the end of the stream. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do it anyway. Thank God. I'm tired of drinking this shit. And then somebody just, and I'm like, you bastard.
I saved my calories for this. So
same. I've been eating today. So Mav Dick. Have you ever heard of Knocked Loose? Yeah, I saw Knocked Loose open up for Bring Me the Horizon like 2 months ago. It's a great show.
Is a singer?
It's a band, Knocked Loose. I don't really care for the vocalist though, because I liked him at first, and then like every song he was like, and I'm like, all right, I can't do this, Thank you, Wicked Virtue. How you doing?
Wicked.
Patrick T. Hey, Cody, have fun. Thank you, Patrick T. I love you. Appreciate you. I love this starred menu. I'm so happy right now. This is great. You can scroll through. And
it makes it so much easier.
Oh, my.
Thank you, StreamYards. Doing some good things.
JJ already with the first hot, steaming, delicious Red Boy right on our faces. Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Ew.
What?
Is that a real fart?
No, damn it. That's soundboard. Thank you, GJJ. It does sound really real, though.
It does sound real.
It's my favorite, and there's actually some lore to that fart noise. GJJ, thank you so much again. I don't deserve you. You're crazy as shit balls. Swift kiss to your penis. Thank you. I love you. That is insane support, and already we're a fifth of the way to fight milk in just one hit. Look at that. Bastards are crazy, GJJ. We'll just leave GJJ for a little while. So, yeah, this fart noise. It was like my second video I ever made on YouTube. And I was reading hater comments or some shit. It was the second video I made after my YouTube started taking off. And I was just like reading the comments and stuff. And I was like, it'd be really funny if I just had a fart after this guy's like really dumb comment. It was like the dumbest comment in the world. And I would just like read it out loud, and then like the fart noise played. And I've had this same fart noise on my hard drive for like 5 years now. So I just dragged it over to my soundboard. It's the same fart noise from all the way back in the day. I love it. It's great.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, fart jokes they're easy. They're great. They're fun. I love them.
Yeah. And I'm from Alabama. So like, I don't need anything else.
Well, I have to say that some of your phrases, I mean, what was it? A swift kiss to your penis?
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
It's intimate, and it's
like a nice, it's like a peck on the cheek, but on the penis.
It's in the trailer park. It's how we show our gratitude. Like if you get fronted your meth without having to pay for it for like a week, that's a swift kiss to the penis.
You've done that?
What the hell
or just the phrase?
My whole house just shook.
Oh my God. Okay.
I think it's all right.
All right.
Yeah,
But
so
first
here's
is
fun. I don't know
camera.
what-
Now the house is shaking. I don't know if the stream is gonna last at this rate.
It's storming like really, really hard, and I have like this giant like brick like house from like 40 years ago, and it's real sturdy, but I don't know why, but it just shook. It scared the hell out of me.
From all the farting.
Yes. Thank you, GJJ. I love you. I appreciate you. And my freaking door will pop open, and my German Shepherd will just be standing there in the darkness, and all you see is just two like reflective eyes.
Like this?
Yeah, he's terrifying. Well, he's real big. He's like 120 pounds, but still,
Oh,
he's a
I love that.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
I love German Shepherds. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, dude. The
They're
bigger,
so sweet.
and I got a husky as well, and he's real big too. They're about the same size.
So adorable.
Damn, son, I tell you what. Anyways, so we probably should start talking about shit before I forget that we're talking about shit today.
I mean, this is the introduction. 15 minutes. It's not even that long.
Yeah, we just started, bro. We just started. So how did you get involved with Geeks and Gamers? Like or FNT or any of that?
So I actually started dating Mark. I found him through Tinder. And I know. Tinder actually works. So when we started dating, he was making videos online on YouTube on his channel, and he was working for Geeks and Gamers, making videos for them. And so I got on their Mario Kart streams because he's like, here, this is a gift for you, so you can play Mario Kart with us. And so start playing with them. They need extra bodies. And then Jeremy asked if I could help out with one of their streams back when they were doing Geeks and Gamers Play podcast about their gaming. And his request was, can you write notes about time so we can make videos out of it, like clips? Yeah. And so my university degree somehow made me think, okay, from 0 to 3 minutes introductions, 3 minutes to 6 minutes random chat, 6 minutes to 6:30 Ryan calls Jeremy a whatever. And so I was too detailed. He only wanted 6 to 25 Nintendo, 25 to 45 super chats. Yeah. So after that, Gary needed a producer a couple months after that. And he recommended me, and that's how I got into Friday Night Tights and producing. And then it just slowly rolled into more work. And X-ray girl, obviously I do X-rays for a living. Yeah. Started doing more of this stuff. I never thought I was going to do this. I was planning on staying at the same hospital forever, working with my co-workers forever. And I really love it. I love X-ray, but I like this a lot too.
Yeah, you don't expect shit to happen. Like, yeah, for me it was completely random. I put out a video and put it on Reddit, and it was on the front page of Reddit somehow. It was like an AMA. It was real weird. It was a terrible video. Like, I'm real awkward. I'm like, my name is Cody, and today we're I'm just like awkward as fuck. I filmed it 3 times because it ended up being like 45 minutes long, and I was like, fuck, this is too long. So I kept filming it. And I finally put it up on YouTube, and it got like, no views. And I put it on Reddit. God, that was a loud thunder right there. I put it on Reddit, and I was like, I worked at GameStop 11 years. Ask me anything. And about an hour later, it was on the front page of Reddit, and there was like 300 comments, and I was trying to keep up with it. So it was on the front page of Reddit as the #1 thing for like 24 hours. So my video got like 12,000 views, I think, from it. Which was like at the time I was like, oh my god,
that's insanity.
Yeah. So I just kept putting out videos like once a week, once every 4 days about that subject matter.
How long ago was this again?
This was 2018, October 2018.
Okay.
So I put out a video every 3 to 4 days, and they would get like 1,000 views, 800 views, something like that. And it started dwindling to where they were getting like 100 views. And I did it until the end of March of 2019. And I was like, okay, my job is starting to get real stressful. So I was like, I'm going to quit YouTube because I gave it a shot. It was fun, but I got to focus on work. I had 200 subs, 250 subs. And I was like, all right, cool. So I worked for a few weeks, and then I went to my friend's graduation. And I was like laying in bed, and I was about to go to sleep, and I noticed I had like notifications everywhere for everything. And I was like, what's happening? And I went to my YouTube Studio app, and I like, went and refreshed it, and I had, I think, 9,000 subs, and I was like, what? And then every time,
Oh my God.
every time I refreshed it, it'd go up like 100, like in like 4 seconds, 100, 100, 100.
Oh my God. What happened?
I guess the algorithm was like, what's up? And I was blown away, and I was like, I couldn't sleep. So I went to sleep eventually though. And then I went to my friend's graduation, didn't look at my phone, and we got back to the little place, and I had 34,000 subs. And I was like, what's happening? And my
It's a
video,
gold mine.
yeah, dude, the video hit 1 million views in like 2 days. That was the one that got 12,000 the first day, and off the AMA. And I was like, well, I guess when I get home, I'll start doing YouTube again, for shits. I got monetized in like 2 seconds, and I was like, all right, cool. And I put out a video, and it got 100,000 views the first day. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, I guess I'll put out another video. So I just kept doing it. And they were getting 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. And in a few months, I hit 100K. And now it's obviously it's all real, and it's, there's ebbs and flows and shit. But streaming is where I found my, I've been doing it Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday since 2019, July.
Oh my gosh.
And then I got fired
dedication
from my job because I made a video about Walmart, and I was working at Walmart.
Oh,
you're not supposed to do that.
That happens.
Rest in peace.
Wow.
But yeah, you just don't expect that shit to happen, and I never did. And what I found out, and this is my theory, is if you stream or if you upload videos that have decent quality, because I already had a vocal mic and everything from music, so my vocal quality was actually very top notch. My camera was just my goofy freaking S3 back in the day, and so it looks pretty bad. But I had decent quality, and I released that video, and I promoted the shit out of it. And then, every time I would release a video, I was being consistent, and I think YouTube noticed I was being consistent, and there was some organic growth here. So they recognized that after a quarter or two, and they're like, "Oh, fuck it! Here, this video got a lot of organic growth. Let's throw some recommendations," and it went nuclear.
That's awesome.
And that's what I tell people: just if you're going to do it, just be consistent and keep doing it, and don't stop. And then they stop after one video. That's what usually.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people Disproof, for example, he had great videos for months and months, and then all of a sudden it hit that algorithm movement, and then boom, it's like talent and luck.
Yeah.
With YouTube.
Damn, son.
So I don't think I'm talented. I just was lucky. You were talented and lucky, and here you are today.
I used to use scripts, and then I was like, well, I can't do this anymore.
It's so much easier to just go off the riff. And I mean, you're years into this where you can actually just free flow speech and actually create some good stuff.
Yeah, it's all complete. Dude, I turn the camera on, and I'm like, wow, welcome. We're going to talk about Taco Bell where you shit blood. And and my editor just makes it look great. He just goes ham as hell. He throws memes in there and shit.
I would love to have an editor one day.
Dude, I didn't have one for the first 190K. I couldn't do it. I just did it myself, because everybody that would edit for me, the test, it was just they just didn't care for it. They didn't do bad. It's just nothing happened.
It wasn't your style.
It was just jump cuts. And then I met this guy at Matsuri last year. His name's Ginger. He's a bitch in real life, but he's a great editor. And he started, dude, he was great. He did fucking great. And then I messaged him a few weeks ago, and I was like, hey, you should go real ham on my new videos. Just fuck it. Just go crazy. Put memes in there galore. And he's like, all right. And he just goes above and beyond every video. And I'm just like, I can't believe he did it.
You found your own Perry Chan. I love it.
It's so great, but he's awful in real life.
I mean, it's with love.
Went to Vegas. Me and him went to Vegas this year, and he's just such a goober. I love him. Speaking of goobers that I love, Master Lions with a damn delicious, hot, juicy pink boy. Oh my God. Even though StreamYards makes it an orange boy, it's pink in my mind. I love you. I appreciate you. Diggity damn, dude. We're almost a quarter to Fight Milk already. That's even faster than Ryan Canale, which is
God, can we beat Ryan's record? I want to just throw it in his face. I'm just saying.
Real. We need to throw it in Ryan's goofy ass. Bearded 56. Hey, X-Ray Girl, do you do QC on RF, CT, or MAMO? I have no idea what that means.
I don't know what RF is, but the only QC I do for CT is the daily calibrations. For Mammo, I do a lot of QC because Mammo machines need quite a bit, but I won't bore you with the details on that. Plus, we have a
quality control.
Yes. And Mammo's mammograms, squish the boobies. I squish a lot of boobies. And I scan a lot of men and women in CT scans, and same thing with x-rays. Unless RF, what does that mean? Fluoroscopy, maybe?
That sounds sexy.
Oh, radio frequency? No, that's not it. Roger, I don't think you're right.
Dude, I went to a hospital once with this girl I was dating for a second, and she got like a full body scan where she got into that big old circle bitch.
The CT scan, yeah.
And I found out I don't like hospitals at this moment because I was sitting there and I was watching her do it, and I was watching the scan come up of her like her insides and shit because it was like real time coming up on the freaking computer. Mm-hmm. This was like 15 years ago, by the way. And I'm
surprised they let you behind the table, by the way. I never do that.
I couldn't. I was just in the damn room, and she was like in the other room getting sucked in the thing, and I was just looking at the computer. And dude, my knees got weak, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Did you faint?
This has never happened to me before, by the way. I was like, my knees got weak, and I just like came to mid fall, and I like, hit the ground, and then I stood up real fast, and I ran out of the room, and I went to the bathroom, and because I thought I was throwing up, and I like just ran my head under cold water for like 10 minutes. It was the craziest shit. And I was like,
oh my god, that is insane. Bearded Fizzy says, I see you in the chat. Radiographic fluoroscopy. Yes, I do that. Bye, Jojo. I feel like, okay, so the only people that have ever fainted on me are young 20 to 25-year-old males. I don't know why. And it's always, I don't know if you are as muscular as you are now, but it's always the muscular guys. Big, strong, you think are going to be able to take it. Nope. They are the weakest.
I was frail.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like a skinny, like emo kid back then.
I cannot imagine you emo.
I didn't start working out until I was in my mid 20s, but I think I was like 20 when that happened. And I was like a frail little emo kid. And then I got fat as fuck for like 3 years when I got married, and then lost like 80 pounds and got in shape. And then she left me, which doesn't make sense. But it's fine. Trent Westbrook says, just a minor trimmer for this evening. I love you, Trent. I appreciate you, baby. As long as you say hi to me, that's all I require. Do gifted subs count towards 5 milk? It sure does, because we got Massive Lions with 5. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Hayden. And let's go to start. I guess I'll get used to this bullshit. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool.
And if you unstar them, then they'll go away.
I can unstar them. Let's unstar.
Yeah, as you read them, so that they're not there anymore.
Oh, this is just the greatest invention.
It's gonna be a change in his streaming habits.
Yeah, I think I do remember the star being there, but I don't think the auto starred super chats. But anyways, Geek Mario. That's not Geek Mario. That's Geek Mario. So you said you like talking about relationship shit.
Yeah. I have a channel with Tugs from Geeks and Gamers called Poor Choices, POUR Choices. We started the channel off as a reality channel on like Bachelor, Bachelorette. We might still talk about it from time to time, but we've gotten to like a lot of like red pill stuff recently, and it's like absolutely insane.
So
it's very interesting. Let's just say
you've seen those goofy ass channels like Fresh and Fit and whatever podcasts and shit like that. So like, so they pop up, you know, and I was watching the Fresh and Fit like months ago. I was kind of like watching clips from it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But then I noticed that every single episode of like, you know, the whatever podcast or clips from it or that one, it was like the exact same 4 like questions. It was like, what do you rate yourself? They all say 10. What do you require in a man? Of course, it's like unbelievable amounts of money, and they also have to be sexy and rich and tall, driven socially and everything. And just the same exact like subject matter over and over and over and over. And I was like, all right, cool. I thought there needs to be a little bit more. And when it started blowing up, dude, there is like 9,000 channels that have the same like round table where it's like a guy and he's talking to like 9 Instagram girls every time, and he's like, you're and it's just the dumbest women that's ever existed in the face of the earth, which is fine. Like Gorlock the Damn Destroyer,
Oh my God, that was so funny. I still need to watch that episode. Oh my
Oh
God.
my god! And now dude, I'm starting to see clips of her everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. So
But I think Tug said that she is originally born male.
I would hope so. Like
Because
the
her
internet
breasts were
explained it.
so small for a large woman.
Yeah.
Like, breasts are fat. So as you get bigger,
Yeah.
your breasts get bigger, but they were not
Yeah.
big at all.
Yeah.
So makes sense, right? Makes sense.
Dude, I've
But
known some fat ass girls, and their boobies were, you know what? Some bullshit. Let me just take a segue for 2 seconds. You know what? Some bullshit.
what?
When I was like, like desperately single back in the day, before I discovered Tinder, and I would have like a female friend.
Uh-huh.
Right? And this was especially happened when I was like in my teens, but it happened a couple of times in my 20s when I was on Tinder, or before Tinder. And a girl that I would know would be like, "Oh, I got a friend you should meet." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Wow, of course." And I'm a guy, so what's the first thing I ask? Well, is she hot? Is she attractive? And you know what they always say? "Oh, dude, she's really pretty and she has huge boobs." And I fell
Oh
for that shit
no.
once.
Oh no.
I show up to
Oh
this
no.
freaking get together, and the reason she has huge boobs is because she's 300 pounds.
Oh,
And I'm
I
like,
hate when women lie like that. I have a good person for you. You don't know me very well if you match me with someone that you know I'm not going to be physically attracted to.
and I was like 147 pounds at my height and like 8% body fat. I was shredded back then. Like, now, granted, I didn't have a lot of muscle mass. I didn't have the shit I have now, but I was shredded. And they were like, "Oh, I got this super fat bitch for you." And I'm like, "Listen here, damn you. All right.
Oh
I
no.
like girls with muscular fat asses, and I like them to have core definition. Come on now. You really thought you were going to put a
There's core definition underneath it all, under the layers.
technically,
It has to hold it up.
round is a shape, I guess. So
Yes, geometry.
oh my god. But yeah, I don't know why women do that, but do you like believe like a lot of the stuff that these podcasts say, or do you believe that there's such a thing universally as high value men, high value women, and it's based purely around, for women, youth and beauty, and for men purely around like, you know, 30s, 40s, financial success, and tall?
I think generalization, if you say that, we can verbiage wise, and that this is the problem is with the red pill movement, it is a lot about the words you say. Just like every Twitter argument, I think that yes, we can say that is safe to say. A lot of women, when you are younger, you are at your prime. At 20 to 28, that's a great age to be. You can get a lot of men, but a lot of women at that young age don't look for relationships. And that's why when you get to 28 and older, when you finally realize like you're out of your prime, things are slowing down, and your biological clock is ticking, then you're like, ooh, maybe I'm not into that money, the height, the body, things like that. So then you, as I call it, lower your standards. And I mean, physical standards. When they say I need someone 6'3" tall, you know how many men out there are 6'3" tall? There's
Yeah,
not
like
a lot.
it's like 17 total.
Maybe a little higher than that, like maybe 17,000, but
yeah.
half of them are married. Some of them are underage or over your age limit. Like it's just, it's wild, these standards that women have out there. So there is some value and truth in that. Now there is a lot of nuance that you have to put on that each individual person will have. But that's why I say generalization. Sure, they're correct, and that's why the red pill movement has had a lot of power, because there is truth, and then there's the anger that fuels it to get to the next level.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of men who are so mad at women.
Yes,
absolutely, and
I was one of them for a while.
I think, well, I mean, understandably so. Like, I'm assuming that was after your divorce. Yeah, like that. No, things change, and I think people can change over times in relationships. But yeah, it really sucks when that happens, and it really sucks that women have made men jaded, but men have made women jaded, and that's why we have the feminists, right? And now we just doing the opposite.
Yeah.
And now we have like our version of male feminist, which is the red pill manosphere side of things.
Yeah.
And so
And
it kind of sucks.
They just take it, and they take it a little too far. Like you'll watch, like when I would watch Fresh and Fit clips, I'd be like, hey, he's totally right. Hey, he's totally right. And then suddenly I see like a bunch of these guys from the spectrum all coming out like as Islamic. And I'm like, all right, now, like, I get it. Like, I get what you're like, it's like Islam is the one true. And I'm like, oh, damn it, man. Like, we're going too far. Now, look, nothing against Islam. I'm not saying that. I'm just like, it's matches, I guess, with their belief structure, because it gets to a point where I don't think women are beneath me at all. But I do think there are certain things where, you know, women have value at a certain point and men have a value at a certain point. And when you get on these subject matters, people take it so personal. And I had it, you guys talk about this a lot. In my chat, there would be women in my chat that I've known for years, and they get livid because they happen to be 35 years old. And I'm like, look, this conversation isn't about you. It's not even about me. It's about a generalization of this tiny subset of people. And they get mad as if I'm saying they suck ass. And I'm like, no, you're great. And they're like, you're saying women don't have value over 28. I'm like, no, damn it. I'm saying in this top tier super death dating market, they do not. And then you have women that and this, I feel like this is something maybe you can agree with. So when I was growing up, and I'll use myself as an example because I'm a human. I was an obese kid growing up until I was 16. I was morbidly obese. And I was I think of you as a brother guy. And of course I lost weight at 17 and got my first girlfriend immediately, you know, and started like having sexual relationships. And through that strife, I was able to create a personality to fit in, like naturally, because that's what you do. Like I want to fit in with people, so I try to make people laugh, ha, ha, ha. And then it just became me. Like it wasn't it's not disingenuous. It's just who I am now, you know. And through strife and trauma, you build character and personality.
I totally agree.
Yes, and now all these women on these podcasts are all 21, 22, and usually hot. Some of them look like garbage, but usually they're hot. And they're like, why do you think you deserve like a millionaire NBA like star? And she's like, well, because I have a good personality and like I'm really loyal and stuff. And it's like you don't even know what a good personality is. You just say that. Yeah, I laugh sometimes and say stupid stuff. I have a great personality. It's great.
I think it's so cringy when you talk about yourself like that.
Yeah.
Because like, exactly. How do you have a judge of your own character? Like you can say things like things that you've done. Like I'll even commend the girls that are like, I have a good career. At that point, I'm like, most of them get trashed on the show. I find there's a catch-22 in the career section of the red pill, which we can talk about afterwards. But it's like when they talk about like, I'm genuine, I'm loyal, stuff like that. I'm like, but that's words. You have to prove that. Yeah. You can say things like, I can cook, I can clean, I can do your taxes. I don't know, things like that. Like things that are more tangible. I don't know. I really hate when things are not as tangible as that until you prove it through action.
But that goes back to these women thinking that they have personalities just because they know what the word personality might mean. They also have been taught their entire life that cooking and cleaning is slave work and evil. So they'd never have learned how to do it because maybe their mother didn't know how to do it either, or they just didn't impart that knowledge on them because
they didn't care.
Exactly. And if you like, look, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm a laid back dude, you know, and you know, if I was with a woman and, you know, we were splitting shit, like we would have chores, we would be doing our thing, you know, and in my opinion, all I want is if I get home, don't like it, and you're going to start laying into me about some bullshit, that ain't gonna work. Like we laugh and cut up, welcome home, I love you. And then we start working on this stuff together. I don't expect somebody to clean everything. That's kind of ridiculous. But if you did, if you were a really high value dude and you had a girl and she just lived at your house like rent free and shit, if she's not cooking and cleaning everything like spotless 100% of the time, like, dude, I would be like,
get rid of her.
Here, like
you're here to just take my money at that point.
Exactly. You're cleaning my house and you're cooking for me and you're sitting on my face when I ask you to. That's your job, you know. And for doing that job, you get to sit by the pool every day and post on Instagram. Like, so eat my ass. And these girls are like, well, I don't, for one, I'm too good for that. Like, I will just stand beside you and like make you look better. And I'm like, bitch, they are like 30,000.
I can pay, you could pay a woman an escort, which would be cheaper than having that woman in your life to stand beside you.
Yeah. And Joseph Abrams says Camelot will die alone in the chat. That is my goal. I don't like, I like being alone. I love it. It's my,
don't we all die alone in the end anyways?
Technically, yeah. You know, it's like that that song by Tame Impala, Let It Happen. Like the video, dude just dies of a heart attack in the airport, and he's just like flying through space, and he looks so happy. And I'm like, that's me. I want to be a happy flying space guy. That's what I want to be.
I think that if I dropped dead today, I would be happy given all the things that I've done, because I've done all I wanted at this point.
Same. Eric, my buddy Eric Barber in the chat says my wife takes care of the babies and doesn't complain about the race car, and that's a good woman.
That is a good woman. And that's the thing. It's like, if you have like Mark and I, where we are right now, he works outside of the house, I work in the house, and it's kind of settled where I do most of the housework. He does some stuff, like he does like the garbage and some of the harder stuff that I cannot do, and that works for us.
Yep.
So you know, you do what you can. When I was working full-time outside of the house, guess what? We got a cleaner because we didn't have the time, and that worked for us, and that's okay.
So great, dude. Like, unrelated, but kind of unrelated. I got a maid, and she's
best thing in my life.
She's this young brown lady, and she is the greatest. She'll come over, and sometimes she'll bring her daughter with her. And her daughter's so cool. Her daughter's like this 7-year-old girl that is just like nicest freaking little girl, like not shy. I'll be like, dude, like, have you seen Coco? And she's like, no. And I'm like, bro, we're watching Coco right now.
That's so cute. So cool.
Yeah, she's the coolest little girl. But the lady is awesome, and she'll just clean my house and she'll leave and she doesn't say nothing. But now she's moving, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, you have to find a new cleaning lady. That is like one of the relationships that was so hard for me to like get out of, because I loved my girl. She was awesome, and finding a new girl was gonna be so hard. One you trust. Yeah,
dude. Like, I will be at a race. It'll be Saturday night. I'll be like loading up, putting my fire suit on, about to hop in my car. And she'll be like, hey, do you want me to clean your house tonight? And I'm like, yes. And she'll go over and like she'll clean my house. And I get home from the stressful long weekend, and I get home and I'm tired, and the house is just spotless. And it's the greatest thing in the world, because back when I had roommates back in the day, I don't know what it was, but they were usually messy. Especially my last roommate was real messy. No, I love her, but she was a very messy girl. And man, I would get home from a stressful like weekend or something, and it was just destroyed, and I just wanted to die. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me catch up on these goofy super chats. These bitches are complaining. Fizzy cyst, stereotatic breast biopsy would make anyone faint. Y'all are awesome. I'm a medical physicist, so it's great working with X-ray techs. Memo QC is.
It is absolutely insane. It takes like an hour to do per week per machine. So
Jesus, it's like the damn ice cream machine at McDonald's. Jay's gaping butthole says you should get Mark to do naked snake with Camelot. Pimp him out a bit, dude. I'm all for it.
What is a naked snake?
So $500 in super chats, and I take my shirt off, and I put my bandana on.
Oh my God.
Love you. Appreciate you. Iron Mega says women for friends never set you up with bad. They never do. They always trying to get you in them fat bitches. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mega. Mario, hello. I got jaded after my ex ran me over. What the fuck?
Literally?
What the fuck?
Oh my God, you poor thing.
Hey, Mario, he just getting wrecked. And then Xander says X-Ray girl, get Nick RRR to have Asians on his channel. Who's Nick?
What, Ricada, you mean?
Oh yeah, it might be Nick Ricada. Or yeah, I think it's about Nick Ricada. He's not even doing a show tonight, bastard. He's having a date night with his wife. What a gay.
Aw, I love that.
How gay do you have to be?
It's gay and amazing.
Gay and gay. Wolf Spain says, I'm so glad everyone in my family knows how to cook on both sides of the family. It's the law, decreed by my grandparents that's passed down through family. That's how it should be. And real quick, last one is Hayden gifted 20 memberships. 20.
That's a hundo.
That's a lot. Is it a hundo? You know.
It's a hundo. Yeah. I have to put it in brackets for Gary to read. Otherwise he doesn't know.
Thank you so much, Hayden. You are goated as balls. That means we are a third of the way to Fight Milk. Thank you.
Dang.
We're moving along fast here.
I'm drunk, by the way. I don't know. Are you drunk?
No.
What the heck? Drink
No.
faster.
Damn! God, every time I hang out with a girl, they take like one shot of tequila and they're like, "Bro, I'm drunk." I'm like, "No, man, it's like 8
Well,
p.m.
I mean, I don't drink often, so tears.
I drink a lot.
I'm letting the lips loose today.
Oh my God! Oh, letting lips loose. Oh Jesus!
That's what she said.
Jesus. Oh, it depends, man. There's one girl I hung out with. You could swing from her labias like Tarzan. I'm like, how are they hanging so low? And how did they not get choked?
Well, okay. So back in the day, I used to wax people.
Oh my God.
This was like a whole career before X-ray. And I have so many stories about all the vajijis I've seen and all the peepees I've seen. So,
but so you've seen some like fucked up vaginas, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I wish I could. I bet there was one. I remember this one girl on some random video me and my friends sent each other back when we were like 17 on like early days of the internet. And her labias, she like tied them in a knot. And I'm like, how is that possible? She could like take them bitches and tie them in a knot. I'm like, bro, get them.
Is she like a skinny girl too, though? Like
they're always skinny, aren't they?
Yeah, because the labia majora is not as large, so the labia minora is like,
Oh, dude,
you get the as they call it. And this is not what I would call it, but the meat. Yeah, I don't. Sorry,
the meat.
It's like the deli meat.
Oh my God, yeah. So that's exactly what it is too. No, but there's something about them deli meat girls. There's something about them. They are always.
What about them?
They're always a faucet. They are ready.
What?
Yeah, they're always just like, it's like a slip and slide. There is like not a single resistance. Now, granted, I'm not working with much, but still, there's no resistance to these girls.
What have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, but the girls with the McDoubles, like, like the ad, if you go to McDonald's and you can see the McDouble on the sign, the girls that have that perfect looking McDouble, sometimes they're not as sloppy in the slobber pocket area.
Yeah, so it sounds like Camelot likes it like a wet slide.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Of course. Just when you know you're doing your job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You're my
I didn't know what we're gonna get to this degeneracy tonight. Oh my God.
It happens, man. It happens sometimes. You were the one that talked about labias. I didn't start that shit. You did.
That is true. But I should have known based on your shirt.
Don't mention labias. Yeah, it's a great shirt.
It's a great shirt. Wherever you got the shirt, I want a shirt like that too now.
Somebody sent it to me in my P.O. box. So yeah, no, dude, I tell you what, like, I don't know what it is. So I was hanging out with this girl, right? And this is my first time doing this. So I was hanging out with this girl, and she was looking like a straight up snack. Like, she was this girl that worked out real good. She's at my gym. She's probably on a little bit of gear, which is fine. So, because gear in a woman, low dose gear will hyper feminize you for a short couple of years. If what
is a low dose gear? Sorry, I gotta clarify.
It's like anabolics, like steroids.
She's on steroids. Okay.
Yeah. So like, if you do low dose steroids I call it gear, but low dose steroids as a female, it will hyper feminize you. Like, your ass get fat, your waist gets really pinched. You start looking just so amazing. But then if you go a little bit too hard, all of a sudden the masculine features come in, and then it kind of, so you have to balance it. So this girl was rocking it. And also it attributes to the libido as well, which is more slip and slide times. So going to the water park. So this girl was looking like a snack, and she is shaped like a statue. And she goes and crawls up in my bed, and I've been drinking a little, and she's like bent over, like in that, with her back arched up, and she's just naked, of course. And I'm like, oh my God, and I'm like kind of drunk, so I'm like, I don't give a damn. So I go over there and just start munching, right, on like lunch. And I just didn't care for some reason, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this, and I went up like 2 inches and just like attacked, and it was like, I don't know, and it was the first time I ever noticed this. And she was like, she tripped balls. She was like, oh my God, and just like immediately, like, climax. So I was like, is this a thing? And then I didn't think about it for a while. And then I started like reusing the technique. And then every single girl was just like, oh my God. And there's a climax. Like, and I'm like, I can't believe all these girls like their ass getting eaten. and they're just then to me it's like degeneracy. Like, how can all you be so damn degenerate? You're like, that's what you like?
Well, okay, I will say this. There is probably, how like men have their, prostate through the butthole. Maybe there's a thing with women.
There's something.
That there is some, it hits the G spot better. Maybe. I don't know. This is just me guessing. I don't know what you do. I don't want to know what you do. Don't have to explain. It's fine.
It's what I tell Nick. It's what I tell Nick Ricada. When you're hitting and she's close but not there, and and she just for some reason she ain't getting across the line, just tip the asshole and it's over every time. Like clockwork.
What does a tip that butthole mean? Like, what are you tipping?
You just tip of your thumb.
With thumb? Like it's in there?
Just right in the asshole. Just a tip. It's like pushing the button. Why you're hitting it from behind, damn it. You're hitting it from behind and you can see it. It's like right there. The hole's looking at you. So you just go, and it's just like it's a magic button. And they're like, every time.
Mark, are you still in the chat? We might need to try this tonight.
Write this shit down, bro. Write it down. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
just the tip. Oh my God.
Yeah, because I was on Tinder for years. So like I'm trying all these, things. And when I found this out, like, there's just some girls out there that have more trouble than others. Some girls are just like, their legs are freaking out. But some girls, have a harder time. And I was like,
and that's like the guaranteed way to do it is what I'm hearing.
It's like full. I can't believe it. It sounds like a joke, right? I'm not joking. And Nick Ricada, he agreed with me. He's like, dude, you are not lying. And I'm like, yeah, it's just if you just get them close and then just unexpectedly, boop, no consent either. It has to be
no consent. You have to surprise them.
Just a little bit. I mean, it's not offensive. It's just little. I'm talking a little now.
Like how little? Can we get a ruler?
Like, yeah, like you got the hole and then you just rest your thumb on it and then slowly apply pressure and like you see what happens.
Also, men, if you do this, can you make sure you manicure your nails so that they're not too jaggedy?
You make sure you got them shit cut.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, by the way, we're 10 away from 500. I really want to take the sweater off. So can we get those 10 likes so I can take my sweater off?
You know more where we're at because this is what you do. I don't even know.
I have both up. I have Rumble, YouTube up, but I'm mostly looking at YouTube chat. But yeah,
crazy bastards. Yeah, dude. Real quick, Rose Steve's on the clothesline. Thank you, David G. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. J.H. Schwalbach, X-Ray.
J.H. Schwalbach, I love you.
Camelot will make you drink the weird shit. Mark Saver, Ron almost died after his stream. He almost died.
Did he die? Could he not handle it?
He drank it he did what? He even had the damn Egyptian headrest on and shit.
Oh my God. He loves wearing that. Even though he looks like he doesn't love wearing it, he loves wearing that.
He looks adorable in it. I'm going to be honest.
He's so cute.
Thank you, Schmalback. 4212. That's a big one. Thank you. You're goated as hell. Your penis is huge. Ulfianyar Berserker. You grow a sweet mustache. You get X-Ray Girl to produce your show. Just get her to show some leg and her feet. That'll bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, I don't know why people like my feet. I don't understand that.
Now I'm gonna say this. I don't understand. Like, dude, man, this one girl. She told me one of the girls I used to hang out with all the time. She told me she had a boyfriend that like the only thing he wanted to do was her to like masturbate him with her feet. And I'm like, your feet are terrible. Her feet are like sweaty and gross.
Did she have like crossed toes or anything like that?
No, she's just a white girl. She's a white girl with
straight toes.
Yeah, normal feet.
You know what? Straight toes is a big thing for nice feet.
She has nice looking feet, but like I don't want her to touch me with them. Ew, I don't like feet, man. Like because I have feet and I'll like work outside all day with my boots on, like or go to the gym, all that shit, and I take my boots off at the end of the night, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want any girl touching me with any of their feet because I know what my feet do. And yeah, I don't. That's just, ooh. But thanks for the mustache comment, dude. Everybody there, like now, there have been some people, obviously, because I understand, but there's a lot of people that are saying they like my mustache, and I feel really happy about that because, like, it's just like a girl at the gym the other day, beautiful woman, the gym the other day said she loved my mustache, and I was like, bro, finally compliments. It's been so long.
Yeah. By the way, women, compliment more men in your life.
Yes.
They don't get enough compliments.
Yes.
Honestly.
Now, who was I talking to the other night? I think it was a Wicked Virtue. Maybe. She says like when the issue is when you compliment some guys, they get really freaking weird and they think like you want to fuck them. And I get it. I totally get guys are like that. So it depends on the guy because I don't. Dude,
I wouldn't compliment like a random dude, but like I will like with my friends, like I'll be like if we went out and you were looking, you know, like you look good. I'm like, oh, you look good. You're dressed nice. Your hair looks good. Your stash looks good. I don't know. Things like that.
I went to the strip club the other night, and I had my suspenders on and my dress shirt and dress pants, and I looked pretty slick.
You wore suspenders? That's adorable.
Yeah.
I love it.
At this time, I had a huge beard, so I looked kind of Amish. It was fun. But I shaved it. But
Can you show me a picture of your beard?
Oh, let me try to find it's not going to be just straight beard. It's going to be let me see if I can find it. It's going to be like me from far away with my beard.
That's okay, because I feel like so many people in our like I'll say sphere have beards. Not a lot of people just have the stash.
Yeah, I really like it. Well, so here's the uncomfortable truth. I went to race for this new race team, and I show up, and every single person has a freaking mustache except for me. And I was like, I feel left out. So I was like, I'm gonna shave and see how good my mustache looks, and I kind of looked good. So I was like, all right, cool. We'll rock this for a while.
You succumb to peer pressure with the stash.
Yeah, and it depends on who you are. Sometimes they look really bad, but I feel like mine it kind of fits a little bit. Man, this is hard to find it. Did I not take any pictures?
Find a picture of your stash. Are you on Instagram? Maybe I can just find you on Instagram. I find that's like probably the easiest.
I found one. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
We did it. We have successfully found the beard.
Yeah, Carrie, Cody got FOMO for sure.
Yeah, there it is. There's my beard.
Oh my God. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it'd be.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. This was like 4 months or 3 months maybe.
It's like maybe like what, 2 inches long? Yeah, the hair.
Yeah, so I wore my suspenders to the strip club, and I brought 2 girls with me to the strip club because obviously, you know.
Were you like dating them or something?
No. I hook up with them all the time, but it was just we're just pals. And with me, and they're both like super hot. And I just kept giving them hundreds of dollars in ones, and I would like they would go throw it at whatever strippers they liked. And strippers kept walking up being like, hey, is this your man? And they'd be like, nah, we're just you know, friends. And they'd be like, this like 2 different strippers asked if they could come home like with us because they were trying to get some money, you know what I'm saying? Like they were trying to be like, oh,
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need strippers. All right. Now, although that one stripper was smoking hot, which is weird because I'm in, you know, Alabama, but it's fine. Now Dick says, you should know he's the king of degenerates. I am very much the king of degenerates.
I'm enjoying the degeneracy.
Well, I'm glad.
I think it's funny.
It's been a while.
Very funny.
It's been a while because
well, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, last time I had a woman on that loved the degeneracy was Zia and Nina Infinity.
Oh yeah, love those girls. Love those girls. There's it reminds me of my best guy friends when I was in my early 20s to mid 20s, where you know, the men will say this: if you say yes, they will obviously be down to do DTF, but it would never do that. Because I enjoy the friendship so much. And we actually talked about a lot of our relationships between like me and my best guy friends. And this is reminding me of this, you know? We talk about crazy stuff.
Yeah, so I guess that is the uncomfortable truth. Because I have a lot of female friends and I've had sex with every one of them. It's really weird. I had a house party like 9 months ago. And when I first bought my new house. And there was like 4 or 5 girls there and a few of my guy friends. And I looked around the room and I was like pretty drunk. And I like had this weird revelation. I was like, oh my God, I've had sex with every one of these girls. And half of my friends were dating these girls now because they went to hook up with the girl and then they fell in love because they fall in love with every girl they hang out with. So now all these girls that I've hooked up with, like are all now dating like random friends that I know. It was just really weird. I was like, this is strange. But yeah, that's the sucky thing is women can be friends with men, and like
Men can't be friends with women.
completely platonic. But if you're an attractive woman and you have straight male friends, at any point you could text them and be like, "You want to fuck?" And they'd be like, "Yep." It'd be immediately.
Yeah, as soon as you give the green flag, they're gonna go.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like I loved my friends so much, I didn't want to have that happen to me where we get that awkward. I think it depends on the friend, I suppose. But yeah, it's very interesting.
I had that happen once. I had there's this girl I knew for like a year, and we would just talk back and forth. And one night she got drunk and she went out like to a club with her friends, I guess. And she texted me and she's like, "Hey, can I stay at your house?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And she just came over to my house and like climbed in my bed and just like wrecked me. And then I don't think I talked to her ever again, actually. So we were not friends after that, I guess. It was funny.
That's sad.
But I mean,
sad.
it didn't really bother me much. I just thought it was kind of funny. Plus her moan sounded like she was crying. It freaking weirded me out.
Like
yeah, like it was. Dude, so every girl, has like their own thing, like how they sound. She would like it sounded like she was like pitifully crying. She's like,
oh my god,
stop, and be like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Maybe that's how she expressed happiness, like it's just with crying. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd start, giving her some hell, and she'd do it again. I'd be like, "What? Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Oh wait, did you put the tip in?
No. No, with the crying sounds, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. But I never, dude, that's probably why I didn't talk to her again, because it was freaking weird. I was like, I don't like that. Like, I like you to like make some noises, maybe. Like, fuck, you crying noises, bro. That's
wait. Can I ask you? What is more awkward, silence or like awkward or weird sounds?
Maybe silence. I don't think there's ever been silent. I've never experienced that. That I can remember. Now, one time I blacked out and I was like, this girl, like, we were drinking, we were like having shots back and forth, and she apparently ate before I did, and I blacked the hell out. And then I woke up and she was like on top of me, but I don't remember what happened. It was wild. She wrecked my ass. It was a good time.
Oh my god.
Speaking of wrecking my ass, the culprit has wrecked my ass.
Oh, wow.
Pink boy. Again, he's back, son.
Wasn't just the tip.
That wasn't just the tip. That was the whole damn thumb.
Dang.
Thank you so much, culprit. You're goated. You're delicious. I really, really appreciate that, dude. You're goated as hell. That puts us 400 almost exactly. Wait, no, 500. I misspoke.
We have 500? I don't even know.
Or 500 from 5 Milk, because the memberships were 100. Thank you, culprit. I love you. You're goated. Sexy bastard. Lejamon. X-ray boobs.
Hello.
I
saw you in my Star Trek earlier. Thank you.
It's really, what's really cool about doing all this? It's like there's people that just you meet from everywhere. I'll go to a random stream like that drunk 3PO is having on some random channel, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, bitches?" And then like half the chat are people that I see in my streams.
What's
and
up, like, Camelot? Yeah. I love it because entertainment has changed so much from what it used to be. And I think that the fact that we are interactive more so with the chat makes it more fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like a close-knit community.
And like chat is not like when you think about stars and fans, like they think they're, and not all of them, of course, just like the way they conduct themselves above like fans. I don't like that, because fans is what made you. And like,
yeah, dude, I'm the same. That's a great point. I literally think that same shit. I don't call people fans at all. It feels weird to me. They're just like, I consider them just friends.
Yeah.
Like,
I love my chat. I love my chat a lot. We get to hang out all the time.
Yeah. I feel like fans makes me sound way more larger and important than I'm just a normal ass dude. Me and Ryan talked about this. I'm a normal ass dude. People meet me in real life all the time. They're like, "Hey, you're Camelot." I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Wow, I didn't think you'd act exactly like you do on stream." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just that guy. That's just me." They're like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
telling them?
Yeah, I don't put a front up. Like this is exactly what you get in person.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is like the last time we did a meetup, I felt like very rushed because I felt like there was just so many people all around, and I was just like, I wanted to give everyone their like time. And I don't know. Do you do a lot of like meetups? I guess
Yeah.
at your races you do.
Yeah. I meet a lot of people, and I love it. We did one in Vegas, and it was really, really fun. There was a lot of people there. You know that one guy from FNT memes, the smoking guy?
Yeah, Cash Kester.
He's at all mine, and I'm like, it's so weird that I see this meme pop up. And I'm like, this guy's at
Really?
all of them.
Cash, if you're in the chat, we love you. We love that meme. That's amazing.
And he's such a fun dude. He'll like walk up and be like, "Hey, Camelot." I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Good." And we just talk about nothing, and then he walks away. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go make the rounds." And I'm like, all right, okay, cool.
Love it.
He's a great dude. Patrick T. I was watching Flash Gordon for a minute. So footstep, yes. Apparently, that's the thing. Have you ever had a guy like that's just wanting to suck on your toes? X-ray?
No, but in my opinion, because I've done a lot of pedicures, I don't have the most beautiful feet. I have nice feet. So I thought it was funny that people like were into my feet.
Yeah. So speaking of feet, there's a city pretty close to me called Decatur, Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And a guy was arrested like yesterday or the other day. The manager of a hotel, a Hyatt, I think it was the hotel. A patron of the hotel woke up at like 2 a.m. And
oh my God, I saw that.
and there was a guy, the manager of the hotel was sucking on his toes.
Like, that is disgusting.
That happened like 40 minutes from where I am right now.
Can you imagine someone waking up and there's just someone sucking on your toes?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call the police because I'm really laid back. I'd be like, yeah, get out of here. And he'd be like,
why are you in my room? How'd you get in my room?
He'd scare you off like a roach. Well, he can just come in at any point. Like
That's true.
Boop, just come right the hell in, unless you have a little lock on the door, which I always put on. Always put the lock on the doors, guys, so the manager don't suck your toes, please.
Exactly.
Dude, speaking of sucking your toes, the Iron Mega, take the dirt road to happiness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Always take the dirt road to happiness. All you need is the tip of your thumb. Thank you, Iron Megan. I love you. Appreciate you. You're goated as hell. Get on it, doggone it. Johnny, I'm not down with the foot fetish stuff. X-ray, put away them hooves, girl.
Oh, they are away right now.
Yeah, dude. Now, granted, my feet are, you don't want to see, my feet are like, I have like hobbit feet. They're awful looking.
Do you have hair on all your toes?
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
I'm a hairy man. Like, I grow hair. Now, granted, I don't have like back hair that much. It's weird.
I was about to say, like, judging from your intro video, I don't think you're actually that hairy.
Yeah, I shave my chest, well, which I haven't in a while, but I shave my chest and stomach, but I don't, my back's just whatever. And it's not hairy for some reason. When you have a friend, it's like a carpet. I'm like, how is this?
Yeah, the hairiest I ever waxed, it was like a carpet. There was no empty hair spots except for his palms and his feet and his face. Like, not all of his face. It's just like barely his lids. Like, there was just hair everywhere. It was a lot.
Oh my God. Don Booze says helmet. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's now called the Goomba. I appreciate that. And thanks to Nina Infinity, who named my penis on stream live. Thank you, Don Booze. I love you. I appreciate you.
Wait, your penis is named Goomba?
Yeah, she called it the Goomba because we were talking about how we were like, I was real drunk. Look, I was drunk. All right. And I drew on paint what my penis looked like in real life. And it's like a very large like head for some reason. And then like this like kind of like short like shaft. And I drew it
like a mushroom. Goomba.
Yeah, Goomba. And she was like a Goomba. And then she just kept calling me Goomba. And then now everybody on Twitter calls me Goomba. And then people super chat and say Goomba. So I appreciate
Oh my God. Now that makes me think of that Krista video, the Goomba video.
Oh, Krista, I was in her chat earlier. She's like, you like Ghibli films? And I'm like, yes. How did you know? It's probably because I play piano and I'll put it on Twitter sometimes. And it's usually Ghibli music because I love Ghibli music.
Do you play like Royal Conservatory piano?
What does that mean?
Oh, it's like standardized testing for piano.
I grew up in the trailer park. I just play the piano. Like I have a grand piano and I play it and I love it. But
That's pretty cool.
I can read sheet music, but I can't sight read. There's no way in hell that's happening. I have to like
Oh,
slow
okay.
decipher shit.
Take time. Take time. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll pull up like sheet music for like, one summer's day or whatever, and slowly learn it over the course of like a week. I'm okay at piano, but I'm more like a listen and play. Like that's what I did with guitar for years. I just listened. Speaking of listening and playing, Wookie be bad. It says be easy on X-Ray girl, or there'll be a cyborg after you. Oh,
I mean, I'm a tough girl. I'm sure
yes.
he's not that harmful.
I'm very laid back. I'm not an aggressive man. I'm the only man that does not hop into DMs. I don't do that. I don't talk to people like unless they talk to me. So thank you. We'll keep
There we go.
Love you. Appreciate you. And real quick, we got a Master Lions in the chat going ham with the third pink boy of the night. Oh my God. Thank you so much, dude. You go to this hell. Get on it, diggity doggone it. Master Lion says, how you doing, brother? Nice to meet you, Extra Girl. And cheers to the chat. We are 409 to 5 milk. Thank you, Master Lions. I love you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Master Lions.
Look at this beautiful man. God, what a bastard. Love him. Jay Lucky. My last name's being Bissell. I named mine the Bissell Missile. I never named mine, except Nina named mine for me. So
I used to have a vacuum by the company Bissell.
Yeah, or what was the other one? Oh, fuck. There was like commercials about it when I was growing up. Fuck, what was it called? Hermie or it was like an H. The
Hoover?
Hoover, yeah, the goofy ass.
Yeah, that's a very common company in the European area. They actually call it a Hoover versus a vacuum over there. At least in Ireland. I'll speak Ireland.
I don't need a vacuum anymore because my house that I bought has a vacuum system in
Central
the garage.
vac?
Yeah, it's like in the garage, and I can just turn it on. And then there's like holes in all my walls in every room.
Oh, and then you plug it in.
Yeah. And
See, we have a central vac, but I find the central vac is not as good as my Dyson. So we actually just use the Dyson.
You can just sweep shit to the hole and it sucks it right in. It's crazy.
Oh, you sweep it to the hole. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Okay.
And you can also hook attachments up to it and fucking do shit.
And then it'll suck it in. Yep.
Yeah. But I don't do anything because my maid does everything. So
you should get a Roomba. Roombas are amazing.
I have a Roomba for my downstairs. But he can't climb the stairs because he's goofy. Oh
my God. It's so funny when it falls off the stairs. It's like, I've fallen off a cliff. I'm like, you're just being dramatic, vacuum.
Dude, my freaking my German Shepherd he hates it. He'll like chase it around and freaking step on it and shit. He's a monster. My husky, dude, it's so weird because my German Shepherd's like he's stressed out. He's annoyed all the time. He like has to sit right beside me. He's outside my door right now crying. So he has to sit beside me. He opened the door a minute ago, but now it's closed. I don't really know how the hell it happened. But so he just cries. But my husky will go sit beside the pool in the moonlight.
He's like more independent.
And he'll just lay out there. I'll be going to sleep, brush my teeth, and I'll look out I have like in my bay window in my master bedroom is on the 3rd floor. And I'll just be brushing my teeth and I'll look outside and he's just laying beside the pool, just like in the moonlight.
Oh my God. Your husky is a straw independent husky.
Yeah, he's a great dude. He's awesome. But yeah, my German Shepherd's a monster. If the way I explain it is if I never came home, my husky would jump the fence and go scavenge and survive. My German Shepherd would lay there until he died.
Aww.
Waiting for me to come home like damn Seymour in future.
Oh no.
He does. Richard says, if a woman looks my way, I throw up instantly, much like a squid. It's a natural defense against gold diggers. Based red pill. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you.
A throw up? Oh my gosh. That's intense. Hi, Flawed.
Flawed.
I met Flawed. Oh my God. He's so nice.
Dude, he's been on everything lately. Every time I turn on a stream, I see Flawed's face, which is a good thing.
Hey, you working hard. I love it. I love that work ethic.
He's been hustling like a motherfucker, and I'm glad to see it. But yeah, so I guess we'll try to get back on point. We rambled.
Well, what's the point? I don't know.
Yeah, it was we were talking about relationship stuff, and then we started talking about like thumbing asses. But yeah, so personally, let's say personally, do you think, like, because a lot of people like get personally attacked when these subject matters happen. personally, do you think you have value now that we're the same age, 33, right?
I have value in a lot of things. Like, I think that if you want kids, like, I've never attempted to have kids.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bit of an issue. And if it has nothing to do with kids, like, I could still have kids up to 50. I've met a lot of women have kids at 50.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot of value. I very traditional, a lot of things. I like to think of myself as a modern woman with traditional values because
Yeah.
obviously I went into my marriage not, a virgin, all that stuff. But there's things that are going to come up that have modern values, but then things that have traditional values. I'm a very strong, blunt woman. Part of maybe how I grew up and a lot of stuff that I experienced. And I think it's better to be straight than to skirt around the truth. And you will see that the way I interact with even my friends and all that. So
There it is. Yeah. So I agree with that. And I feel like that's important, like personal value. Because I feel like, and the issue is when people watch these shows is it can be like a 300-pound dude and he thinks that he's like fits into this based and high value lifestyle. I'm like, dude, you are not
mhm.
part of this. Like, this is the small subset of men, and women aren't either. Like, it's a small subset of women that have the capability to message a rapper and then appear on a yacht somewhere at the age of 19. So, none of these people are really included in that. And like, I always think it's really weird how people get like, they get really like personally they feel personally attacked just because these things exist. And like you said, generally speaking, dude, there's women everywhere that I know that are like 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35,
Mhm.
that are like super kick-ass girls that I would literally be like, dude, I would make a deposit today, baby. You know what I'm saying?
God, oh my
I've been there.
God, a deposit day.
Yeah, dude, like, I've hooked up with girls that are in their mid 30s and they're great. Like, I don't have an issue with that at all. And
Yeah.
but they like get personally attacked. Like, when I used to talk about this on the stream, they would get so pissed off.
Mhm.
My girls would say they were unsubbing, and I'm like, bro, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like generalizations, man. And I always thought that was weird. But I also do think it's weird when women think these young women think they have value for the most random shit ever. It's like,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to career. I think career is important. Like, I do. I think a career is important for women, especially if you're alone, you know.
Mhm.
But careers only matter to other women. Like, so if you
Yes.
have a good career, the only people that care are other women. Like,
Yes.
if the man that you are looking for as that woman doesn't care because that guy already has shit covered, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing is like I literally was shocked when I asked chat, and I've done this a fair few times. I'm like, do you care how much your girlfriend, wife to be makes? Almost 90% say no.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. And I'm not traditional or based or, well, I don't know. Like, but I even now, and I don't make a lot of money, but if I met a girl and she's cool, like, if she made 100 grand a year versus making like 40 grand, I don't care either way. Like, I don't
Yeah. I think
care at all.
what I see more value in, at least working, is work ethic, motivation, that sort of thing. And that to me will prove more so the value of a woman
Yeah.
versus I want to see a boss bitch getting the CEO position,
Yeah.
being a boss to all these people. Like, that doesn't matter in the long term. It just means
Yeah.
more work, more time away from home. What is that going to look for, like, for your home life if you have kids? So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate because a lot of young, like, if we think collectively, I will be if I was standing next to 20-year-old version of me, 20-year-old version of me is going to probably win just based on looks, and that's okay. I can admit that. I look great at 20 years old. um but my personality, I say, is probably a lot more um easy to get along with than 20-year-old me because
Right.
of the things that we grew up with, and the way we looked at relationships at that time.
Exactly. Rational rationality says, much respect to your lady friend. However, fertility drops at 34 by 90% for women, and genetic dispositions can occur. I think she's aware of that. She said women can have children at 50. I mean, they have.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
I
she's
have
aware
actually
of it.
seen healthy pregnancies at 50, more so
Yeah.
at 30. So it
Right.
depends on each woman. And I never said a statistic. I will not say statistics unless I know these statistics.
Yeah, I think the idea is it can happen.
Yeah.
And I gotta highlight Carrie's comment because I love to highlight Carrie's comments because I think it's fun. She says, I think some men would be feeling less if a woman makes more than them. Some guys take that as a shot to their ego. So here's how you're wrong. A man that makes generally decent money, let's say anything above 80K, I would say would be decent nowadays. And that's all the way up to the sky's the limit, right? The reason men don't care about that is because a woman's money is not the man's money. The woman's money is the man's money and her money. That's the most important thing. And also, we got to add this into the mix, right? So for a woman to have a career where she's making six figures, which is generally what she would need to make more than a man that would be considered in this space of high value, is a woman needs to express and utilize masculine traits to get to that point. Men that are looking for a woman like that absolutely are disgusted and think masculine traits in a woman is abhorrent. What are those traits? Non-agreeableness. That's the most important one to get a high pay. Every study shows. Yeah. Stubborn, argumentative. That is the complete opposite of what men want. And I'm a very laid back, I feel like kind of more modern dude. And I don't want a woman that's argumentative and non-agreeable at all. Like I would rather die. And that's why men tend to stay away. It has nothing to do with ego. Sure, are there men that take a hit to their ego? Sure, there might be, but they wouldn't be with that woman anyway because of masculine traits. Like I want a feminine woman. I want a woman that loves to cook. She likes to clean. She likes to be a housemaker. She loves to build stuff. She loves to like upholster stuff. She loves to decorate. I love that shit in a woman, and I'll take care of a woman like that. But a woman that's making 200 grand a year, she's working her ass off to get there. And
she's not home.
Yeah. Those traits that she's using to get to that place in life are traits that I would not be interested in. And nothing against her. She's doing great. She doesn't fucking need me. So who cares? Right?
And that's the thing that red pill people talk about is like the women who are like that, they become the man that they want.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they die alone. And there's nothing wrong with dying alone. Like if you're into that, but women want these women that get to that area that have these masculine traits. They want a man that also has those masculine traits. So they need a man that makes more than them. And they need a man that's stronger than them. And that's harder to find when you're already doing so well as a woman. And then you can't keep the relationship because you're argumentative and you're agreeable and you don't have the traits necessary to be in an actual like biological relationship with somebody like that. So that's the case. And there's nothing wrong with being a successful woman at all. That's kick ass, but you also can't expect the traditional man at that point. And like traditional women don't really exist either. And I wouldn't expect them to. Like
not many. There's very few.
I think it's very silly. And this is what we were talking about earlier with the red pill movement going a little too far with this, like the dating and the manosphere is you're not like, why would anybody require a woman to be like a virgin at like 24 when you meet for me? That's silly to me. Like this isn't like the 1800s and we're not Amish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's very, very silly. Like I can understand a low body count question or like a requirement, but I don't understand because fresh and fit, like they'll say that shit. They're like, well, she needs to be a virgin. I'm like, well, that's not gonna fucking happen. Like,
it's very rare.
Yeah, not
very rare.
You can probably be a ham planet. And
like, I get why women get so upset when they say that, and they're like, well, you don't have a low body count or no body count.
Yeah,
because like you want this equality. There's like. And I get why women want equality, but men want this. And there's a very double standard, so to speak, between that. So, I mean, either way, you do you. If you want to go and find a virgin, go find a virgin.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck.
Yeah. See, that's the thing for me is this is where I completely differ from the spectrum. I love women that are like freaking hoe bags because they're the funnest. They're so fun, like especially in bed. They're awesome. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
dang.
That's what I love. I love girls that are seasoned and ready and know what the hell they want, and they're not afraid to communicate that to me. So I like that. And that's like where I don't identify at all in this spectrum. And there's a lot of things that I feel like in that way. I love women that are experienced and know exactly what they're looking for and aren't afraid to mention that. Whereas I feel like a lot of these dudes, preach almost too much in the purity aspect of it. Whereas, I like a girl that's maybe kind of went through what she was looking for and now is ready to settle down, but not also not in her like late 30s when she's doing it. Maybe mid 20s, because young women are awful. I would hang out with a lot of girls that are 21, 22, and they suck.
They're vapid.
They have no life experience. They're vain, and they listen to freaking trap music all day. And I hate trap music. It is awful.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, why girls like this? Like, I've never understood. God, it's just so gross. And it sounds now. Granted, I'm a musician, and I just don't get the trap music. There's rap I like. There's rap out there that I've liked. Generally it's more in the 2000s era rap, but there is some stuff that pops up every now and then. Shit, I listened to one of an excerpt from something Flawed did recently, and I was like, that's pretty kick ass.
Ooh, maybe I should listen to some Flawed music.
Yeah, but like, I can't listen to freaking trap music. It's every song's the same. It's like the same subject matter, like wet, juicy, like pussies. That's the whole shit.
Oh, wait, women, guns, and killing people. I don't like that type of music.
Yeah. Well, you're Asian. You shouldn't, right? Ruby Romaine says, I see a lot of women who make more money and who are in leadership positions married to weak men who they control. Well, that's the only men that will be with them because that's who they
betas, as they call them.
You answer your own like kind of statement with that statement itself. Noah Sanders, my mom had 4 kids from 30 to 38, all good and healthy. It happens, dude. My grandmother, I think almost all my aunts and uncles were at when my grandmother was in her 30s and 40s. So so it can happen. Yes, is there increased risk? Of course there are. Zacho says, we've seen strong women. Remember Bud Light? God damn. Negative 30% sales all across the board. Renegade, if you're looking for traditional, go overseas. That's kind of how it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, a lot of those traditional values that those men look for are still in a lot of Asian societies and some certain European ones, and especially I'd say in African, but I think that they go for more Asian. I don't know why. So
yeah.
You do with you.
That's what the Passport Bros movement was. And I saw this really awful like clip from one of those channels that is like the manosphere, but it was the opposite. It was like a woman, and she was like speaking from the complete opposite spectrum.
Oh,
she explained Passport Bros as guys that were virgins that couldn't get sex in the US, so they went to other countries. And I was like, that is literally not what Passport Bros are. Passport Bros are people that like don't have problems at all getting women, but they don't like women in the
they're
West.
tired of the type of women.
Or they just go date a girl. They find a girl like in Japan or something like that, or in Europe that has more traditional values, and they'll like date them and see how it goes. That's all it is. And they're like, they this lady like described it as virgins that can't get women. And I'm like, no, it's guys that don't want awful shit bags women that have been like drilled into their heads for 25 years that women somehow are more special than everyone else when they're not.
It's definitely coping, and maybe there is a small subset of men that are doing that, but I wouldn't say majority.
Yeah. Noah Sanders, I sent you a link to JD Delay on the bird. It'll be awesome if you reach out to him and have it on. Thank you, man. I feel like I saw a message request for that. Thank you, Noah. Is it too much to ask for a cute girl with a kind personality who wants 2 to 4 kids and likes vintage music and fashion, who is also a redhead? Good luck, Noah. Good luck with that bullshit.
Redheads are rare.
They are, and they're getting replaced every day. Rational Rationality says the formula is simple. Men need purpose and attracted women when building is young. Young women are lost if they find a man they respect and follow his lead. Yeah, it's biology, man. Everything's biology, and then people want to go against biology because they feel personally attacked every time.
I think a large part of it too is that there is a lot of leadership stuff that's happening that is undermining that. We have like our movies, influencers, politics that are kind of hijacking that, and that we're learning. Like I'm not gonna lie, like at 20, when I'm listening to this sort of stuff, I would have been very offended.
Yeah. And same. Like when I was in my early 20s, I would have died defending women, like my ex-wife and shit. Like I was like, I don't believe any of this. This is all bullshit. Like this is all. This sounds radical and insane. Then as you get older, and now you're more of a rare case. Probably
definitely.
You're a producer. You work in medicine. You're obviously highly intelligent, so that probably attributes to your thought process. Whereas a lot of women, when they get into their 30s, they immediately get angry and jaded. And you'll see this where women on TikTok that are in their mid 30s will release TikTok videos saying men that are in their 30s and successful that date 22-year-old women are pedophiles. And the reason they say that is because they're angry that they're not dating them.
Jealous.
Yeah. And it's like, look, you had your time.
Yeah. Guess what? You wanted to just have sex.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fucked up. It sucks because it's not always their fault. Because I remember growing up and seeing this in media, and even I have a sister. I remember growing up and women are taught their career means everything. Go to college. When it comes to college, there are twice as many women graduating now than men. They've been told this for the last 25 years by modern feminism. Get your career. Men are pieces of shit. Fuck them. And now suddenly 1 out of 4 women are on antidepressants in America because women,
they can't cope.
Generally speaking, with studies, women feel more fulfilled with a family, something to take care of or nurture, because women are interested in people, men are interested in things. That's why men are driven by what they're building or what they're doing when it comes to like a career, and women are more, fulfilled by taking care of people and nurturing relationships. And I don't feel like that's a negative thing to say. There are outliers. There are women that are getting fulfilled from their careers, and there are men that are getting fulfilled from their relationships. But generally speaking, that's kind of how biology works. And biology hasn't changed. We've only been around for 180,000 years. Evolution takes way longer than that. Like, we are more similar than the cave people, which I don't know if we were even in a cave. I think we came from a flying saucer. But we are more similar to those people, the first people, than we are to whatever we consider modern, like, forced society. And you can't change that. And people fight against it every single day. And I like to think that I am pretty laid back and I am pretty normal. But if you gave me a woman, a blonde hair woman, a red hair woman, and she's fit and she looks good, and she's like, I will stay in your house and it'll be spotless, and I will always have you a great ass meal, and I will support anything that you do in life, be there beside you.
They're like, heck yeah.
Like, oh God damn. I'll
be monogamous for you. Sure.
I might get rid of my idea of never being in a relationship again. You know what I'm saying?
See, there's two things. That you have your genetics, which is pushing you towards certain women characteristics that you look for, because you want to propagate your genes to certain types of people that you're like, I like who you are. You are going to make good children from you. And then you have this in your head, your frontal lobe, because not a lot of species have as large of a frontal lobe as we do, where we have cognitive choice on doing things.
Yep.
Like, for example, contraceptives. We don't think, the animals don't think about that. They just like, I want to bang things.
Yeah.
Make babies. But we don't do that. Right. So it's very interesting seeing how having the two things fight against each other and how it expresses. And I mean, here we are today.
Yeah.
More confused than ever.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like everything ties back to like the first thoughts of like mankind. For example, a lot of people, why are women attracted to strong men? Why? It's pretty obvious.
Genetics.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah, genetics and biology. A strong man that doesn't do horrible things is a noble man and a strong man. A strong man that is capable of terrible things, that can like controls himself, is a very strong, like it's just a strong and capable man. Whereas a man that the only reason he doesn't do horrible things is because he's not capable, because he's weak, is not sought after. This is why women don't go for small, frail ass dudes that cry, you know, like at stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen TikToks of men that will like sob because they worked like 4 days in a row, long shifts at Starbucks. Sorry, that's vagina
Those videos. Oh no, those are so cringy.
And I'll be the first person to admit, when I watch Coco and that scene where he plays the song from his, you know, grandma Coco, and he's like, "Remember me," and she's like, "Papa," and dude, I lose my shit. I get it. Like, I
think that's different though, because that's familial, emotional, pull versus I worked a hard day.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a good example. The freaking the damn otter.
Oh!
Yeah, dude, it fucks me up. It fucks me up hard.
Oh my god, that hurt my I cried. I cried so much. I get it.
I'm stoic. I'm very stoic when I do it. I'm just stone face.
One tear.
It comes down and I'm like this. I'm very good at hiding it. But no, I can admit that it happens to me. But men crying because they're just kind of stressed out, that's fucked up, because women do that. And when women do that, men nurture them and men take care of them. Like, as soon as you do that in front of your girl, "I'm just so stressed out," she's either A, having sex with somebody else, or B, she leaving. Because what is the number one cause for reasons behind divorce if you remove infidelity? Depression, job loss for men. Right? Because women they are not the sex that is equipped to deal with that. Can they? Sure. But generally speaking, in their monkey ass mind, they're like, "I need to get the fuck out of here because this dude's not gonna be able to take care of my ass. He's over here trimming balls." You know what I'm saying? So that's important. Wookie Be Bad says, "Dating removes the best part of life, silence." That is so damn true, dude. Renegade Sharukan, wife is Filipina, never been happier in my life. Look at you, ma'am. Look at you.
Filipino women are amazing with cooking. They're very kind. I love them. I love Filipino spaghetti, by the way.
Dude, wait, what is that? What is Filipino spaghetti?
It's a sweeter sauce with hot dogs.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it.
That is awesome. All right, Carrie in the chat, real quick. I'm going to tell you this once because I feel like I've told you so many times, but it's just not, for some reason, not connecting with you. She says, "Not all men take care of women that cry." Yes, you are right. But you're speaking for the exception as the rule. And that's not how this works.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, it's all semantics when we talk about the dating world. Like, in Twitter too, in every Twitter fight, it's all semantics. So you want to figure out the generalization versus the exceptions.
That's the point. Is when you talk about a subject matter, it goes without saying that there's exceptions to the rule. But some people, their argument comes from a place of, well, there's an exception. And I'm like, yes, we don't have to talk about, that's not what we're talking about. We don't talk about the exception to the rule. We talk about the rule because that's what we're talking about. And because it's like, well, there are some men that cry and women are, yes, there are. There are some men that are frail and have relationships. Yes, there are. There are some women that have good relationships and they are successful and make money. Yes, there is. But is that the rule? Hell no. There is 99% of relationships, the man's making more, he's the breadwinner, and he's taking care of his wife. Especially in rural America. If you're in inner cities, it's way different. But in rural America, 99% of relationships, men are being the man role and women are being the woman role. But a lot of people don't see that because they're not in rural places in America. That is generally the rule. So yeah, obviously it's the other way around in some places. And
don't carry, we want conversation and we're just clarifying.
Right. But exactly. But the issue is you can't converse about the exception because the exception isn't, you can't generalize a conversation unless it's about the general, which is the majority. That's the point. That's the whole point of debate. It's debate 101. The majority is what you converse about because the exception you can't converse about because
and trust me, Carrie, I know I'm a lot of exceptions in a lot of different ways, not in a positive way and not in a bad way. I get it.
No, Carrie's awful. You can say it. Just say
no,
it.
I'm not saying Carrie's awful. I'm just saying I'm awful.
Look, I go back and forth with Carrie a lot, like daily, and I'd still dump loads. So, it's all good. It's all good. Frozen Toy real quick says, keep up the great content. Hello, X-Ray Girl. Thank you, Frozen Toy. I love you. I appreciate you for the golden boy. Rational Rationality says, I'm a male intern medicine nurse practitioner. Damn, that was a long title. Around all day. They complain about no masculine men. Many single mothers are depressed. Hot diggity damn.
But the funny thing is those types of women, they will say they want a masculine man, and when they have a masculine man, they're too controlling. It's very interesting.
Well, it's because it's the have your cake and eat it too shit. It's like, I want a man that's going to take charge and do everything. And then like you get that man, and he's like, I don't want you going out. Fuck that. You're not going out to a club. What are you doing? You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Like, I'm doing this. I'm handling all this. And they're like, I don't like this. And it's like, you fucking signed up for this shit. Like, if you don't
and I think it's very interesting because I will say this, at least for myself. I had my hot girl summer before Mark. And guess what? When I met Mark, what do? I don't want to go out to the club because it complicates things. He's going to be like, what are you doing? You're talking to guys. All this stuff. I don't want him to think about that. I will go. Oh, hi. Thank you, honey. Thank you. You got me sodas.
I thought there wouldn't be drinks.
So like when you think about things like you do things for your significant others so that it makes it easier on each other. So when your guy says I don't want you to go out, guess what? It's so that he doesn't want to fight other people.
Exactly. And
get upset.
That's a good point. I think the problem with modern dating, is communication. And I've struggled with this in the past. Trust me. The issue is both parties want something. Hey, I don't want you to do this, X-Ray Girl. And you're like, well, hey, I don't want you to do this. And you have to come to some kind of compromise where you're both you're working on yourselves, but you're also satisfied with the conclusion. Maybe you're not totally satisfied, but you're coming closer together and you have that conversation. Most women, and there's men on this shit too, but women, they've been brought up in a different kind of atmosphere the last 30 years. Women will absolutely not fucking budge and think they don't have to work on themselves in their relationships. I had this happen recently. One of my friends was like, he said he wanted to sit down. He's my age. He's 33. We grew up together. And he told me, so I sat down with so-and-so. Well, first he prefaced it with, we broke up. But this is what followed. He said, we sat down together and I was like telling her, like, we don't have sex ever, like once a month. And she told him it's like a chore and she doesn't like doing it. And she doesn't want to clean and she doesn't want to be intimate and she doesn't want to like do things he wants to do.
Oh,
and
that's awful.
And all he did was sit her down and say, hey, I want to talk to you about this. And he like talked to her about it and she got mad and fucking left and blocked him on everything.
What?
Because she doesn't want to work on herself. And look, I get it. There also are things wrong with him. And I know there are that he needs to work on. But instead of vocalizing this, she just dips out and says, fuck you. I don't need to fix anything. And that is both.
No, that's awful. That's absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I think that we need to tell, especially when I say modern women, modern values, that like, I get it. Women have been through so much, have had to endure so much, but men have had to too.
Yeah.
Why are you so selfish to look at just yourself and not think about the other?
And now, to be honest, it's fucking hard. Like, I get it. When a girl tells me, hey, bro, you need to fucking stop. Like, my first thought is like, fuck you, bitch. Like, that's exactly what I think. I'm like, how dare you even talk to me about anything? But I have to objectively think in the back of my mind before I respond and be like, maybe I need to think about this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but a lot of people just they don't get it. They take this shit as personal attacks, and that is what ruins everything. And you'll see people in relationships for years, and all they do is personal attacks. It's all she wants me to do this, he wants me to do this, and they won't even consciously think about it. It's really weird. It's like, and I don't think of it as emotional maturity because I see people in their 40s and 50s doing this shit. You know?
I think it's more self-reflection, and that's something that like I used to teach a lot, and something we taught about a lot was reflection. You know, what identify something that is not strong in you,
Yeah.
and then make an action plan on how to fix that. And I think a lot of people don't want to see the negatives in your personality. And it's okay to have negatives. We're not perfect. We're human beings. You know, we say that all the time. And I think it's okay to think like, okay, we're not like when women say like we have nothing to work on, that's weak energy.
Yep.
Everyone has something to work on, no matter who you are. Even the Dalai Lama has something to work on, clearly,
that's
after this
damn
past
sure.
year.
That's for damn sure.
So it's very interesting to see people like try to rationalize that, like, I'm a perfect being. Heck no. So
Yeah.
it's, you gotta self-reflect. I say this, like, this is the one lesson I tell people, like, if you want to take anything or anything I say, self-reflect. Think about how you impact people and how that works with other people, and maybe work on that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not perfect, and I know that, and that's okay.
Yeah. There's no shame. And like what Carrie said, ego. Like Carrie said ego earlier. And that's actually true when it comes to this kind of thing. People think they don't have to change because they're too egotistical to think that. And unfortunately, now men they suffer from this shit all the time. I get it. But women have been brought up in a different way where they think that they would never have to change for men ever. And that's just not how it is. And for some odd reason, when women have been taught for the last 30 years to be looked down upon if they're like their idea of their like what they want in life is to become a mother and a stay-at-home mom. That's looked down upon. By modern women, obviously.
Mhm.
Obviously older generations are like, when are you having babies? You know, that's how they are. They're told that cooking and cleaning is shitty. You need to work on your career. And so they've been it's almost like they've been indoctrinated into this shitty situation. And men are checking the fuck out. That's why MGTOW is even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like men are like, fuck this. You know,
I
like
don't want to deal with it.
and
I
they're
get
like,
it.
I can just have sex with sixes all day and not have to commit to no one all
Mhm.
day. You know? Speaking of sex with sixes, Fellwind on Rumble with a Rumble rant says there has to be a middle ground between desiring a trad wife virgin and the guys who are giving up relationships saying she's not yours, it's just your turn. Like failure is inevitable. I completely agree. Thank you, Fellwind. Torgo the White, feminism is cultural cancer. Mary Harrington's recent book, Feminism Against Progress, lays out the details pretty thoroughly for how and why. So I think feminism was necessary for a long time. It's just new wave feminism doesn't need, like, there's just no point because
Yes.
what rights are you fighting for now? Women generally make more than men. Women graduate more than men. Women have less suicides than men. Women are generally happier than men. Women lead almost every statistic. So I don't know what the battle is for unless it's for trans women now, which seems to be the case. So I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I think that feminism is about beating the man at this point, at least new age feminism.
100%.
Like I love the idea of equality, voting and all that, but I would happily give up my voting rights if I did not have to sign up for things like the army, having decisions and stuff like that. Like that's fine. I will go just pearly things on all this. Like I will let the man vote and all that. I'm okay taking the back seat if I don't have to do things like fight in the army because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I would agree. So and I'm a guy. Like if you told me like, hey man, either A, you sign up for selective services, or B, you don't get to vote, I'd be like, yeah, I'll just not vote. Like, and I had to sign up for services when I was 18. Like when I turned 18, I got the mail and I had to like sign up for draft shit, which sucked. Because I was 18, so I was a dumbass. I was like, I'm gonna get drafted, and then now here we are, 33. Now I'm not gonna get drafted. It all worked out, but yeah, I was terrified because I was a stupid ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's true, and I don't think women should be drafted.
I don't think so either, because like we end up getting administrative jobs. Like think of so when my younger brother, he applied for the army at the same time I applied. I think there is a lot of red flags in how I applied. I applied and it was absolutely way too smart for the army. I'm not saying that as a flex. I think there is a red flag for that because you're not going to be a good soldier
Yeah,
being too smart, at
What'd
least
you
in my position.
you made high on ASVAB. Is that what you're saying?
I got 99 percentile on
Yeah.
the IQ test. So I mean, like that's awesome. That's like the only IQ test that I've ever taken, and it was really cool. But at the same time, I can see how that is difficult to deal with a soldier.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with someone who's too
Well,
like too smart or too snarky or all
Yeah.
the things that come with that.
I play. You know, I used to play a lot of Stratego, and I used to play like a lot of games. You know, like almost like over the top. You know, fightings or simulator games back in the day. I can't remember. Rome Total War is one of them, I guess. But I used to play those, and I can tell you right now, if I was in charge of a military that had a threat that actually had to, you know, do something boots on the ground, I would want absolutely zero women anywhere near it. Like I'm being honest. Like as far as infantry goes, I don't want women anywhere near that shit. It needs to be freaking bearded ass dudes all day, every day. Because like having I guess trans women in the military, that's very silly to me. As far as infantry goes, you know, and having women at all in infantry is silly as fuck. Because I don't know about you, but I don't care how strong a woman is. The strongest woman in my gym benches 135 pounds on bench. And she's been doing it. She's been working out for years. She's a stacked freaking house. She's been on steroids for a while. You know, and she is a monster. She benches 135. I bench 405. And I'm not on steroids. I'm a guy. I'm just a guy. And I bench 405. There are women.
Is that a lot? I don't know.
405 pounds is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like 40 pounds off my state record for my weight size. My weight.
Wow.
And you know, there's skinny ass dudes that have never worked out in their entire life, and they can bench a plate. They can bench a 135. They've never even worked out in their entire life. Women work towards that for years.
Okay.
So now let's take trained military like people. And a woman walks up to a Chinese man that's like a hardened ass motherfucker in infantry. She's dead as shit.
Yeah.
It's over, motherfucker. Like, so that's what I'm saying is I want every single person in infantry to be a strong ass man that's psycho.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I want a good soldier in the army, someone who will listen to the head, because like I look at the army and like, you know, Mark is someone who works the Canadian Army. I have a younger brother who is in the army. I know a lot about the army, and they are not as based as I would want it to be.
Yep. That's the one thing in the entire world that should be based, and that's the fucking military.
Yeah. I want my army to do the things that is necessary to keep the country safe.
Yes. 100%. Like you can argue all day on American soil about we need to be able to use women's restrooms and we should be able to cut off my 9-year-old's penis. I get it. You can do that over here. You can argue about that and you can debate all you want. But if you're overseas,
not for the army, but the thing that's gonna protect us.
I want a shredded dude with an AR freaking an M16 or an M4.
Whatever the gun is.
Yeah, whatever they're using now currently. I want them over there, muscles to the max, beard down to the floor, and freaking listening to what is it? What's that song by freaking John Fogerty? Shit!
I don't know.
Born to raise the flag. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. It's like Senator's Son or something.
Anyways.
I want
I don't know.
Shit on their iPod and just blowing dudes away. Like that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Fortunate Son. Thank you so much.
Fortunate Son. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, so like that's what I want. I don't want no damn woman out there being like, man, I'm really stressed.
I'm a trans and I want to be here so they'll pay for my surgery.
Fuck that. Oh,
Heck no.
I don't want their biggest fear to be misgendered on the battlefield. Your biggest fear should be getting shot in the face. Like, that should be
Heck yes.
Oh my God. Anyways, Wolf Spain, I've been meaning to read this one forever.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. One thing that I hate about hair dyes, the prominence of fake redheads. I get interested in a redhead and then I see no roots. Now, we take the draws off and you'll know immediately. Thank you, Wolf Spain. I love you. Kyle, as a Catholic Joseph, in the role model for men. Mary is the role for women. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, buddy. And don't forget the big, delicious, fat penis of Kevin Hunts. Oh my God. The fourth pin.
I love Kevin. Kevin, you are so funny. I love you.
This dude's just a straight up man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you for the pink boy. That puts us exactly, I can't do math, so 268 until Fight Milk. 268. We're closing in, boys. Thank you so much. I love you. Appreciate you, dude. You're goated. Thank you, Kevin. And no, Billy Hatcher, I haven't missed any super chats. You a liar. You're a filthy liar. Filthy liar. You just lied to me right now. We did hit Naked Snake, though, for the 159th stream in a row. So that will happen before me and XRAY Girl does the Fight Milk. If we hit Fight Milk, we are a little bit away from it. We're closing in, and we have a lot. We have like 35 minutes, 40 minutes left. So don't forget, I want you guys to like the stream, please. Helps out a lot. We have a lot of people in here today. Very big stream. I appreciate you guys so much for all the support. Saturday, I will be racing in Virginia at Franklin County Speedway. It looks like it may rain, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but they haven't called anything yet. So as of right now, I'll be there. You guys are asking why am I streaming on a Thursday? That is why, because I won't be able to on Saturday. So just letting you guys know what's going down. But we have hit the Naked Snake goal, so get the hell on it, doggone it. Also, a quick announcement. I will have a new video tomorrow. It will likely be demonetized like all my videos, so make sure you check it out. You share it, get on it, doggone it. So hell yeah. Welcome back.
I see Naked Snake in the chat. Are we at Naked Snake time?
Oh, we destroyed that. Well, yeah, that comes before we do Fight Milk, so we're a little bit away.
Guys, Naked Snake time.
Saul said Zia did it. Yeah, Zia did do Naked Snake, and it was before her boobies.
She did Naked Snake.
Yeah, before her boobies. I've been trying to get her on with her new boobies. No, like she had like a bra on or something.
I'm not comfortable. It's just my bra.
Josh Hangins, when you race in Virginia, come see us at Treehouse Tavern and we will hook you up with the pool. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, that sounds cool. I love good meat.
Dude, me too. I don't know if I have time to go anywhere. Usually I get to the racetrack and I jump in the car and I practice, qualify, race, and then I'm like dead, and then I take a 5-hour energy and drive straight home, and I get home at like 6 a.m. on Sunday. And I don't sleep for 40 hours. It's pretty wild. Josh Hangins, love you, dude. Appreciate you.
Have you ever gone to NASCAR in the Toronto area? Because I know they do it sometimes. But
Toronto, yeah, the Xfinity Series raced up there for a while. I've been to Canada for like 5 seconds when I was younger.
Okay, if you ever come, let me know. I'll hang out or just watch you. I don't know.
Awesome. Are you going to? Well, I know a lot of the Geeks and Gamers guys are not going to Montsuri. I know I'll be at Montsuri. Is there any conventions you're going to this year?
Dallas Fan Expo.
When is that?
That is the second weekend of June. I know Montsuri is in August, but I have a trip planned in August already, and I can't travel too much. So Dallas Fan Expo is the 9th to the 11th of June.
9th to the 11th of June in Dallas. Ooh, that sounds pretty spicy. I know I'll be.
Should.
Yeah, I'll be at Montsuri for sure. Because I think Nick's going, so I'll be there. But yeah.
Whatever happens. I'm sure we'll meet at some point. This has been you are a delight.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Finally, a compliment from somebody. Thank you so much. Ryan said I was a bitch. That's all he said to me.
Oh, wow. That sounds like Ryan, though.
Lodgemont says red or white or barbecue sauce? Red. All day, every day.
What is the difference between red and white, though?
I don't know, but I've tried white before and I just prefer red. It's like tomatoey and delicious.
Okay.
The first time I ever went to North Carolina, they're like, you need some of that North Carolina barbecue. And I'm like, all right, cool. And it had no sauce and it was vinegar based. And I was like, this is garbage. Why would they do this to me? Zach, I love you. X-Ray, have you updated Sons of the Forest?
No, I haven't. I know I played it like 2 months ago. Scary games. You know how I feel about scary games, Zach?
Oh man,
I'm a pussy.
What is your favorite horror game or style?
Ooh, okay. I have to say I really liked Outlast.
Yeah.
It's good and bad. So because I don't have a gun, it's actually more strategic. But I really liked Alien Isolation as well.
Yeah,
that was so
great
good.
Game. Great game,
And
dude.
I was a big pussy in that.
Dude, Alien Isolation was awesome. Outlast, I played it right when it came out. I worked at GameStop back then, so I just took the shit home. And it was awesome. And I played it like a year ago. I started it up and played it. And I immediately got motion sickness and I had to turn it off. And I was so confused.
Getting old.
Never in my life. So, plot twist. I went to a carnival with this girl I used to hook up with. And we didn't hook up anymore, but she invited me to a carnival. So I went to a carnival with her and her friend.
Okay.
She's like, you want to go to a carnival, bro? She wanted to. Well, I had finished building my Jeep and she was like, I want to ride in your Jeep. And I'm like, all right, cool. And so I went to a carnival with her and one of her friends. And we went to the carnival and I was like, oh, I haven't been to a carnival in years. We got on this spinny thing and we did the spinny bitch and it was fun, and I got off and I was fucking sick. And I was like, what's happening? Why am I sick right now? I've never been sick in my entire life from motion. And now when I play certain games, I get motion sickness. And I'm like, why is this happening to me? Like, it's so strange. I've been playing games my whole life. Why is this fucking happening?
There's a feedback loop in your head. So as you move, if your body doesn't move, you get that sickness because there's in your ears, there's these canals that deal with emotion. And if you don't move, and as you're moving, you're just like, your body's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So,
oh my god.
that sucks.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 had a X-Wing mode and it was VR. And I remember playing it I played it on the PlayStation VR and I was like playing it and I was flying the X-Wing and I was like, this is awesome. And I was like, I feel a little weird though. Like I have this cold sweat, but I ignored it. I kept playing. And all of a sudden I was like, I have to throw up. And I like had to
no.
And then I played Resident Evil 7 when it came out on VR. And I was like, this is awesome. This is scary. And then all of a sudden I was like, I have to throw up. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I got so pissed. But I finished the game in VR. I finished that bitch. I was like, fuck this. Josh Hankins says, when you racing, well, I already read this one. See, now I'm starting to see, I stopped the starring. Stop the starring.
What is happening?
Got to shave my face. Have 2 Secaucus cysts getting cut off tomorrow. Oh my God.
Good luck.
Your girl tired of being ugly. Well, you won't be ugly for much longer, Jay's gaping butthole. Thank you so much, dude.
You won't look like Jay's gaping butthole.
Is that why he's named that? Because his face looks like an ass?
Maybe.
Like Bella Ramsey in Last of Us. Can't even look at her. Goddamn. Legion, smart infantry are valuable, but sometimes you need a sergeant, blood and guts to chop an enemy's head off and yell, meat's back on the menu, boys. Thank you. Appreciate you, dude.
I do agree with that.
I agree. Husky says, any races in North Carolina? If so, I'll be there. Also, vinegar barbecue sauce is great. No, I disagree, but also I have a race in 2 weeks in Sophia, North Carolina at Caraway Speedway. Thank you.
I like a more sugary barbecue sauce, but that's just me.
Yeah, dude, give me the sugar. Dude, I love spaghetti that has like an undertone of sweet.
You should try Filipino spaghetti. I'm telling you, you'll like that with the hot dogs. It's fantastic.
I love sweet. I love it. Like a little undertone of sweet makes my pee like a rock hard.
Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that reaction, but sure.
I was a fat kid growing up, so sometimes I see a
fat. True. You know what? I have been and have been, maybe currently feel fat, but I get it.
You don't look fat at all.
Well, thank you.
Like women, what is it? It's 70% of women are obese or overweight. So if you're not fat, you're winning in life as a woman.
I just say like between here, under my boobs, and to my knees, that's the area that I need to work on.
I feel the same way. I was working out today, and man, I was standing behind this thing, and it was like my an inch under my tits and up, and I was doing some bicep curls, and I was like, God, I look awesome. And then I stepped out from under it, and I had like a fluke.
You're like, oh,
And I was like, "Ooh, fuck, get back behind me!" Like I was like, "Oh shit, man!" Because I used to have, dude, I'm used to having abs, and it's so hard at my age. I have to eat so perfect to have abs. If I don't,
are you on keto or anything like that?
no, when I do my diet, it's just high protein, low carb. It's
Oh, okay.
not,
So it's naturally keto.
yeah, but
Without being keto.
yeah, but it's just really, really high protein. Thank you, Husky, by the way, and also our boy Kevin is back with a pink boy. Oh my God, he's beautiful. Look at
Hi,
this
Kevin.
man.
Kevin, are you as drunk as us right now?
He's a very attractive man in his profile picture.
I've never met him. I would love to meet him. He sounds fun.
Attractive. You know NASCAR is rum running. Can you play Copperhead Road, Steve Earle? What the heck, Copperhead Road? Is that a song? Sounds like a song. All I know is they always told us to watch out for copperheads in the pond beside my house. Thank you, Kevin. I love you. Appreciate you. You're goated. Oh God, I have the hiccups. Thank you, Kevin. Love you, dude. Thank you so much. I can get rid of them really quick. Thank you, Kevin. You're goated. You're goated as hell. Well, that puts us 8. No, that's way off.
I can't math. Your studio should tell you how much we're at.
Man, it's like 150 away. I have to include all my locals and Rumble, and it's hard.
Local Rumble, we're at 25.
Yeah. And then there's the gifted memberships. Yeah, it's like 160 something. Thank you, Ultra. I love you. X-Ray Girl, do you ever wonder how your life would have been if you swapped lives with Mark? He becomes Mark the X-Ray, and you become Cyber Girl.
Oh, I think there's a lot of difficulties. Like, I fell in love with Mark because of a lot of the stuff that he had to persevere through losing his leg. And I don't know how I would personally deal with that. So I've never thought about that, to be honest. I think I'm strong enough to want to persevere through that. And I've seen a lot of hot girls do that on YouTube channels, but I don't know. I think that's hard to say unless you're in it.
Man, this is unrelated, but if I was a hot woman, man, if I was a very attractive woman, and I work out every day, if I was a very just in shape, really attractive woman, and I like made the same type of videos and I started getting a following, oh, you best believe I'm ripping.
Oh, you'd be at millions at this point.
That's what I say that all the time. I'm like, man, if I was a hot girl, and you best believe I'd start an OnlyFans and become a millionaire overnight.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. So I have OnlyFans and I do feet content on there because people some reason like my feet. Which I appreciate y'all. I am. Let me check this. Based on everything I've made so far, I think I'm in like the top 25% on content creation.
Just from feet.
Wow. Which is like wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah, that's insane. Smoking Patriot says, got any races in Florida? By the way, wait for your curl. Your mustache ends like hook. Yeah, so I can curl them. It's just I don't have any like wax. And I don't know where to find it. I went to a store the other day and couldn't find any, but yeah, I can curl it. Thank you, Smoking Patriot. The closest race to Florida is Montgomery, Alabama, which is very, very cool. The reason they set it up is because I raced for them last year, and I was like, man, I'd love to race in Alabama, and I think that's why they set it up. I could be wrong though. Because that's like really close to me. It's like 2.5 hours. So, hell yeah. But yeah, definitely if I was a chick, I'd have my asshole out immediately. I'm very laid back.
Wow. Okay.
If I could become a millionaire, yeah, I don't give a damn. Oh, gross. You're gross. And I'll be like, yeah, well, let's call me gross again while I'm in my Ferrari. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm laid back as hell. I mean, I put naked pictures on my locals sometimes of me, and I'm just a dude, right? So
what? Okay, guys, subscribe to his locals if you want to see these naked pictures.
I never talk about this, but yeah, they're on there. Zach O says, tell Mark to do more one-on-one videos.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Like an interview?
One-on-one. I guess that would be like what we're doing now, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. Speaking of that, 160 likes from the Gold Boys. 160. Damn, we're almost at 1,000 likes. A Gold Boys $10 super chat.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The Gold Boys, man. Anyways, real quick, boys. 150. Yeah, yes. 150 from Fight Milk. Get the hell on it, diggity dog on it. I'm gonna let XRAY girl talk to chat for a moment, and I'm gonna grab me another claw, and then
grab 2 claws. Don't just grab 1. Yes.
And
This
then
could go on for another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we talk a lot, the 2 of us. Okay, and now he's gone.
Now so I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna grab my fight milk just in case we hit it. So 2 seconds.
Okay, awesome. And then afterwards, I will grab my fight milk, which is like, I think about that. I'm like, I held the 2 eggs this evening, and I was like, these feel like cold balls in my hand. I'm gonna have to drink this. This is gonna be disgusting. And I kind of hope I drink it because I put the shot inside the milk. And if I just throw it down the sink, it's just gonna go to waste. It's gonna go to waste. So guys, if you can get to the 150, that would be freaking awesome. I will figure out what this fight milk is. Yes, Grey Ghost. It felt like cold balls. Just holding it in my hands like this and like twirling it around. I don't know. It felt really weird. No yolk, just the whites. Oh, I have to take the yolk out. I actually had no idea. How do I take the yolk out? I don't even know. Oh my God. There's so much pressure right now in this chat to do this. But yeah. Oh my God. Hi, Swoozy in the chat. But yeah, this has been so freaking fun. I did not expect to have this kind of chill, relaxing talk. And I hope that this has been kind of the content that you guys have wanted. Fight milk is all the egg, yolk included. Oh, so I do have to drink the yolk. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I've worked on this eyeliner forever, and I appreciate you enjoying that. And I have to say, I really appreciate Camelot. He has been so fun. He is so relaxed. The type of person I like to hang out with. Oh, and I have a puppy.
Never had a puppy.
I have a puppy. Hi, Jojo. It's very late. So if you guys want to hang out for more like weird content like this, you can. Just like, look at this little baby.
I'll be streaming Zelda in a bit.
Sounds good. Yeah, and hey, if you guys are at Dallas Fan Expo, I would love to meet you. I love meeting people. I talk way too much. It is so fun. Oh, hey Jojo. Here, I'll put you on the floor. I love you. There you go. This is a poodle. She's a like the smallest of the smallest poodle. She is miniature poodle. I sound like a Cali girl? I guess so. I want to preface this. I am everything that I think most people don't like in a girl, but also everything that someone might like in a girl. And it took a lot of experiences, interactions, reflection in order to make me someone who Teacup. Yes, thank you, Teacup. She's 4 pounds. She's so tiny. And it's hard when you've had these experiences. Not everyone's going to appreciate them. And I like what I went through to get to where I am today. Essentially.
Same. Like, and I say this a lot. Now I don't know exactly what we're talking about, but my divorce was the best thing that's ever happened to me, ever.
Yeah, and I'm not. So I'll tell you something that I have told on Poor Choices. So I was engaged to someone, and it didn't work out. And for the reason that it didn't work out, it made me better.
Yeah, it's when she left, I had to start handling business. There was no one else. Literally no one else in life, right? So when she left, I had nothing to fall back on, no one to kind of like handle any business for me. So it was all my ass, and it made me grow up to the maximum amount of adulthood immediately, like in 2 seconds. So there was that. And when she was gone, I was like, I guess I'll start doing YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I spent every waking moment kind of like hanging out with her because, you know, she was my girl. So I was like, I guess I'll do YouTube. And then when I left GameStop, I was like, I guess I'll find another job. I just started doing everything myself. And then when YouTube started taking off, I was like, well, I guess I could start racing. Maybe all I got to do is buy a car, and maybe I'll just find some people in this community. And then I started racing, and then I got hired for this team. And it's Like it's taught me to take like if I want to do something, pick up the phone and call people. The last race we were at, when my engine blew, when I was like, well, I guess I'm fucked, because it's a proprietary engine, it's really expensive. And it's gonna be a month. I'll be out for a month or two. I walked and started talking to every team owner, and I was like, I'm gonna say bye to everybody before I drive away. So I was shaking hands with people, and I was like, hey, I blew my engine, but I'm glad to meet you finally, blah, blah, blah. I was talking to all these people, and I got to the guy that runs the Dodge team. And I just so happened to run a Dodge as well. And I was like, yeah, my engine blew. I guess I'm screwed, in points, but at least, I got to hang out. And he was like, well, do you plan on running Dodge? And I'm like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, just drive one of my cars. And I'm like, well, okay. So I haven't missed any races, and I've been racing full time because I race for this team now. And it's because I make sure to talk to everybody, and I make sure to make that a point. And it just if my younger self would have never done anything like this, because I didn't know how to achieve stuff. I just thought you got lucky, in those situations, and it turned out you just have to do this shit. And not everything works out. But if you do the shit, a lot of things can work out. And speaking of a lot of things working out, we got to start.
Oh, no. I have to go get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go get mine. I'll be right back.
Slanging nanners. Never heard of Copper Road. Southern Code Revoked, you son of a bitch. Is it country? Because I don't listen to country. Not a big fan, except for Brooks and Dunn. Thank you, Slanging Nanners. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Slanging Nanners. Like what he did with Lofty Pixels. Was that a one-on-one, Zach? Was it a one-on-one with Lofty Pixels? Starling says, way late, but Papa Gundam's old band is easy to find. Search New York Jaded It, and their SoundCloud is the first result. Thank you, Starling. I love you. I appreciate you. Maybe we can get Mr. Gundam on this show. It'd be so fun. And real quick, here we go. Kevin Hunts again. The pink knot has been achieved officially. Hot diggity. Damn. My boy says, did you see the series that made King Arthur black? I think Lancelot as a big food. Man, dude, speaking of that, it seems like every damn Netflix series, it makes the main protagonist of all the series just a black lady or a black man. And I don't have anything wrong with that, but if you're being historically accurate, that's kind of silly. It's like Cleopatra. And now the people working on Cleopatra are claiming just the Egyptian government's racist.
Is that technically blackface?
It is. And look, I don't have any problem with black people in film at all. I think it's fucking there's a lot of films and a lot of black actors that are my favorite actors of all time. The issue is it's the ignorance.
Yeah, it's erasure of the facts.
Well, yeah, and it's ignorance. It's like there's college women that are in their early 20s, and they just assume that everyone in Africa is black because they're like, well, Africa, black people, Africa.
Oh, South Africans are majority white.
Yeah, and
aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And it's Egyptians. They're like, well, Egypt's in Africa, meaning they're all black. And it's like, no, they're not.
I would have to say the most diverse culture is Spanish. You got literally all colors of the spectrum.
Yeah. It's you go to Spain. Yeah, it's everybody's all colors.
Everywhere else, no, not so much. And I think it's horrible that we're teaching. This is the problem: is that we teach kids through television, through movies, to act like this. Yep. And that's not okay.
Yeah. Because 100%. It's you know what it reminds me of? When you see a young white lady and she's like, everybody in Africa is black. It reminds me of it's the soft bigotry of it's the soft bigotry of lowered expectations, right? So it's like you'll ask, a 22-year-old white lady on campus why she's against voter ID laws, and she'll say, well, black people are not smart and they don't have cars and they're poor, so they can't really get an ID, and we need to take care of them. And they don't realize how brutally racist they sound when they say that. Mm-hmm. Black people can't afford or don't even know where the DMV. Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's why I say reflect and say, if you said this about any other race, does that sound racist?
Yeah, it's exactly 100%. Iron Mega says, when are you gonna do a 40K stream with Nick Ricada? 40K? Like
I would
Warhammer?
love Warhammer because I started painting Warhammer and Max just told me so I was gonna do my second priming stream. I forgot Mother's Day is this weekend.
Oh
Sorry,
shit.
Mama. I love you. He's like, I'm taking Mom out for like breakfast. I was like, I probably should do the same with my parents. Love you, Mom. She doesn't watch this, I don't think. She did say that she watched the live stream, so maybe not on my own channel. Yeah.
I forgot.
We will do it. I would love to do with Sargon and Az as well at some point.
Yeah. Love them bitches. 120 likes from gold bitches. You better start liking the stream right now before I throw you out the window. Peter Frazee, keep up the great work, Camelot. Next great girl. Thank you, Peter. I love you. The Orange Boys be flying. Be flying, I tell you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to catch up with these super chats. Thank you, Peter.
Sorry.
I love you. Mass Lion. Hot diggity damn, baby. Oh my God. You're goated, my friend. You're goated as hell. You asked and you will receive. X-Ray Girl. Thank you so much, Master Lions. You are goated. The Red Boys are flying on every app right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Wicked Virtue always hanging out my streams, but she won't play Left 4 Dead with me at like 1 a.m. because she's
Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, she's like, I wake up at 7. And I'm like, well, I only play games at 1 a.m. So apparently it's never gonna happen. Thank you, Wicked Virtue. I love you. Slanging that. Okay, hold on. We got to get the Rumble one here in a second. Hey, my trans Yankee friend, Copper Road is a Southern rock moonshine anthem, aka the greatest song ever. Well, send me a link to it, Slanging Nanners, and I will listen to it. And I've probably heard it. I just don't know the name. Thank you,
I
Slanging
love
Nanners.
country. So
I love you. Appreciate you. And real quick before we get to another one, Penitent Tangent on Rumble dropped a $150 Rumble rant.
dang. $150.
Time for some fat milk. This beautiful man. Thank you so much.
I got the eggs by the balls.
By the eggs and balls. Thank you, Penitent. I love you. I appreciate you. You're goated. You're the well. Get on it, diggity dog on it. I appreciate that so much, dude. Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you. All right, boys. Oop, let me take that off. Thank you so much, my friend. That is Fight Milk, by the way. We hit it. We hit it hard. We hit it fast. Thank you. Grey Ghost. Love seeing you continue success. You round out my nights. And shout out to X-Ray Girl. You're lovely. And you.
Thank you.
Best people on FNT. More bimbo streams, please. Yeah, I was so excited when you messaged me the other day. Wait. Did I message you? I think I messaged you first and asked you to be on.
I think you messaged me first, and we did an exchange. It was like, because I have a list of people I want to hit up, but week by week. There's 52 spots in a year for guests, a little less actually than that. Yeah. And after Gary went on your stream, I was like, hey, Camelot, how do you feel about that? Yeah. Do you want it? And he's let's do it. And then it was awesome. A lot of FNT guests, I don't have to work on it. It's a beautiful story, and it's only when people cancel that I have to actually work hard.
Oh, I hate that, bro. Oh my God. Like it'll be an hour before the stream starts. And like, hey, I can't do it. And I'm like, fuck. I freak the fuck out. I'm like, oh shit, fuck out. It's awful. It's like worse when people cancel.
It's so stressful because you're like, I planned on this. I promoted this.
Yep. And then it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
And usually I'll be like, well, I guess I'm streaming by myself. Sometimes it's my fault though. Wicked Virtue says, stop being dramatic. We'll play soon. Thank you.
I love you, Wicked. I love that you punched jabs at this one. I think he deserves it. So,
well, dude, I do it all the time to her. I was on her stream the other night, laying into her, and she's like, I can't answer that question. And I'm like, answer it now, bitch.
Oh,
it was fun. We're good friends. Thank you, Zach. Says, love X-Ray Girl and would love if she added Naomi from Sword and Steel 40K miniatures.
Who's Naomi?
I don't know. I know nothing about 40K.
I mean, I'm just working my Space Marines, and I have the Sisters of Silence. So there you
go. Jimmy says not everybody can be Nick Ricada. So I was talking about this to Nick off stream, and he was like, I don't know how you do 3 shows a week with guests. He's like, it's hard as hell to get one. And he's like, and I was like, well, thank you. Because a lot of them cancel though. So if you ever see Nick Ricada on my show, it's because somebody canceled, and I'm like, "Hey Nick, please," and he's like, "Yeah."
Aw.
That's why
Hey,
he's been
you
on
can
7 times.
always hit me up
Well,
if that's
good.
the case. Yeah, let me know.
Good. That's good. I'm
We've had
glad to
fun.
hear
We
that.
have fun.
Yeah, dude.
So I get it because I have been through it. Not me personally, but like with my own channel, but with like Gary, which it's very interesting. Like I have myself as a high standard, but
Yep.
if I work for someone, it's an even higher standard because it's my reputation.
Yeah. It's
For
wild,
Linda.
dude. It's wild. Yeah, and FNT is such a big show. It's like wow,
Yes.
how big the show is sometimes.
Like if there's no guests, it's like is there not that is there a show, but we want it to run as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, I think when I was on there, there's 20K concurrent at one point, and I was like, "This is outrageous!
Dang.
Outrageous! That's crazy!
Mhm.
Crazy!" It's like it gets to the point where I start getting nervous. I'm like, "This is a lot of people, man." And
Is
I'm
it too many? Oh no.
I'm like a like I'm not really. I'm just a dumbass dude that just kind of likes to mess around. And I don't know. Sometimes when there's a lot of
Hey, there was almost like 1,000 people, especially between the two. We definitely overtook 1,000,
Yeah.
but like in the chat, you guys are strong tonight. I don't know
That's
if this is like
wild.
typical.
This is about right. Yeah, this is about right.
There we go.
We had like I think I had 980 people at once, which is a fantastic number. And I mean, when I had Critical Drinker on, it was like 1,500 people, and when I had Gary on, it was 2,300 people.
Dang, they're titans though. Like if you
Yeah.
think about it, they're tight. I am like small fry. I'm like at the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, you're bringing in more people than like 95% of my guests, so you're doing great.
I'm an amoeba.
An amoeba. Yeah. No, dude, it's been an awesome show.
I had fun. I had fun talking tonight. So thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Nick Naylor says Nick broke 100K a few times. Yeah, that was like something that won't be happening anytime soon.
100K concurrent?
Yeah, well, it was during the like
Trial?
the trial with Amber Heard, and dude,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and it might actually have been the Rittenhouse trial, because I know when
That
he
broke
did
everything.
when he did Rittenhouse, he got actually like a cease and desist from the Law and Crime YouTube channel, because they thought that they were the only ones that should ever be allowed to stream trials ever.
Well, F you.
And I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works. And they didn't end up suing him, but yeah, his Rittenhouse shows were huge. And
Yeah.
that's what happens when an actual like corporate network sees other people doing well. They're like, we'll take you down. Like, that's what would happen if I started getting 30,000 concurrent every show. You guys believe I would probably there would be somebody reaching out to me trying to destroy me, because streaming. And I saw Patton Oswalt make a comment about this today. He shamed some guy that runs a podcast, and I don't remember his name because I'm kind of drunk, but it's like one of the number one podcasts in the world right now. And he was like, "You just got a silly podcast," like, because he like tweeted at Stephen King and was like, "Dude, like no one gives a fuck about you, Stephen King. You're freaking creepy now," which is true. Stephen King's got a lot of great work, but he's fucking weird on Twitter. He's creepy. How you can like come up with some of the best stories and some of the most individualistically cool ideas and then watch CNN unironically, that's fucking crazy to me, but it's whatever. So he said that to Stephen King, and Patton Oswalt was like, "You just have a podcast. Stephen King's a legend." And I'm like, how can you be so detached from the world to not understand that podcast and online media has already won? It took over years ago, and it's only going to get stronger. Like people like Gary that can bring in 20,000 concurrent, and after the end of his show, like 200K like views come on. That's more than CNN gets.
Yeah.
Like on a lot of their programs.
But I think the problem is those types of shows don't say the numbers.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
That's why you don't know. And you just think TV, especially the elder generation, you think TV is like the end all be all of like fame, fortune, all that. And it's not. Things have changed a lot. Like me finding out people stream and people watch people stream, like that is like wild to me.
Yeah, the fact that I have over 10 people watching blows my asshole away every time I stream. I'm like, I can't believe people watch me. 10, more than 10 people. And I'm like, like thousands at some points. Just blows me away. Real quick, Kevin Hunts again. This guy's a freaking maniac, dude. I can't believe this shit.
Heck yeah.
Hot diggity damn. An X-ray reply to my email with her feet. Can you believe it? Just say yeah.
Have you sent me an email, Kevin?
This is my feet tapping. How are you today? Like just yeah. Gosh, I just coughed. I'm gonna cough.
Do it. Do it all up.
Carrie says there's celebrities with podcasts. You know what's crazy about that? There are tons of celebrities with podcasts and no one's watching. Isn't that weird?
It is the death of the celebrities.
I'll see it sometimes where a random celebrity that used to be like kind of mainstream has a podcast and no one's watching. And you're like, that's kind of sad. It's weird. Like now, and you take people like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was not an A-list. He was not a B-list or a C-list celebrity when he started his podcast. He was D-list.
He was like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I went and saw Joe Rogan before he did his podcast at a comedy club in Georgia. And then after the comedy club, he walked out the back door and I was just standing there and he walked up and we talked for like an hour. He was a normal ass dude. Yeah, I posted a picture of me and Joe Rogan on Instagram and they're like, did you hang out with Joe Rogan? And I'm like, I obviously look 10 years younger, don't I? Like, what the fuck?
I have to see this picture now.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago when I posted it. But yeah,
I gotta go to the archives then at that rate.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. I'll find it real quick. Instagram.
I am so bad at media. Okay, there we go. Oh, you have a blue check mark. Look at you. I'm following you. I don't. Wow. Your real thumbnails are awful. I love it.
What's real thumb? What are you talking about right now?
All your real thumbnails look awful. Like yours, like. Okay, here.
Oh, you're talking about my reels. I thought, yeah, they're just my face like zoomed in. Yeah,
like look at all these face pictures.
I love them. They're starting to randomly do way better. I don't know, like one of my reels got like 100,000 views or something. I was like,
that's awesome though. Hey, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm trying to look for. Oh my god, you're a little skinny mini in this.
Yes, I was a little bitty guy.
That was 2022.
Where the hell is my...
Oh, wait, sorry. That's 7 years ago, and you said it. You posted in 2022. Got it.
Did you find the Joe Rogan picture?
I'm trying to find the Joe Rogan picture. I can't find it.
I've been scrolling for a while. It's on here.
You know what? You know your Instagram better than me.
Where is this bullshit? There it is. There's me and Joe Rogan. Yeah, so we were just sitting behind a comedy club just talking about like nothing. I think he was stripping balls at the time too. But yeah, but you can tell I'm like way younger in this picture. With me and Joe.
Was this 2017?
This picture, well, when I posted this, I think it was 2019, but when this picture was taken, it was I think 2014 maybe.
Oh, I was off. Okay.
So I was 24 in that picture. But yeah, we just talked about nothing. We were just sitting there talking. It was cool. It was fun.
I think that Joe Rogan is awesome. I think that he is the type of person we need in media right now.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Talking about whatever. And I don't care. Like, there's, you know how Tucker Carlson, I never watched Tucker Carlson, but there's like random apps that are banning him before he's not even interested in working with these apps, but they're like, we're banning him preemptively because he's bad. And I'm like, even if whatever Tucker Carlson might be saying is not accurate or whatever, like banning him is just fascism. Like either we have speech or we don't. And I know people are like, there's consequences. Well, that's not freedom of speech. Like I know it pains people to hear that, but if you say, well, there's freedom of speech, but we may kill you for that after you talk about it, it's like,
but killing someone is different from being upset about their opinion.
What exactly? Right. But killing somebody professionally is what I'm saying. Like we're gonna ban you because we don't like what you're saying.
Canceling. Yeah. Okay. No, I totally agree because are you allowed to have your opinion I'm allowed to have my opinion, and the world still turns around regardless of our opinions.
Exactly.
So,
100%.
so why should people get canceled from that? I always have said this. If you want to murder someone or break the law, sure, cancel people.
Yep.
But if your opinion is something that is within the law, what does it matter?
Yep, I agree 100%. Which is why I like yaps or maps. They were called maps, now they're called yaps. Young, attractive persons. And they have support and they're trying to like identify with the LGBTQ. And I'm just like, man, can you just like die, please? Can you just die? And then people will be like, well, vigilante acts shouldn't be allowed no matter what what the people have like done. And I'm like, nah, fuck them. Like if you are attracted to children, you should be killed in the street, like in front of everybody. Please, God.
Oh my goodness.
God. Kill 'em now.
Seppuku, says Jimmy
Please.
Cobb.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna do Naked Snake, and then we're gonna do some Fight Milk. So let's get into bullshit.
Wow. Okay.
It's gonna be exciting. You get to watch it live and just react.
The snake?
The Naked Snake, yes.
Oh, well, it's fine. You do you if you want to.
It's time to do me. It's time. Let's do this shit. It's dedicated to Kevin Hunt's.
Oh wow. I feel like I'm too married for this.
It's not bad. I just look like Rambo. Thank you, XSL. Love you.
GJJ. Who else has been a big part of this?
Penitent Tangent.
Master Lions.
All my boys tonight. I gotta pop my headset off for 2 seconds so I won't hear anything.
Wow. Is he gonna actually strip on screen? This is too much.
Exposed, right?
I go to strip clubs to talk to people. I don't go to strip clubs to see the stripping. Wow, he's okay.
All right, boys, 159 in a row. You guys ready? 159 in a row.
Oh no, I can't watch. No, I'm not watching. Just tell me when it's over. I don't know. I don't want to watch you strip. Are you done?
Yep. There be nobody else. Oh yeah. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. All right, X-ray girl, you paying attention? You ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Where are we going?
Rhythm. There you go. 159 in a row.
Wow. I wasn't expecting the pec flexing. Isolated pec flexing.
You got it right the first time. You did. Oh my God.
All right, do I have to crack these eggs now? Finally?
Almost.
Almost, not yet. I'll put them away.
Thank you, Rudy Toot. I got it out for you, Rudy Toot. You ready? For you, my friend. Thank you, Rudy Toot. Love you.
Guys, I told you earlier, I talked to the strippers. I don't watch them strip at the strip club.
You just wait, but they're already naked, aren't they?
No.
Damn.
I'm a weird person, though.
They're always naked when I'm there. Thank you, Rudy Toot. I love you. Appreciate you. Here we go. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Get the hell on it, doggone it. All right, boys. We've reached the time again today.
I'm not a prude, but I don't want to see a man strip. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
What?
That's just me.
You don't want to see men strip?
I find it's more intimate to see a man strip than just see them naked. But that might be because of how I grew up with the waxing thing. Like I come into the room and they're just naked.
It was the waxing that did it in. Thank you, Laura. Don't mind watching you strip. Thank you,
Hey,
Laura.
guys, if you enjoyed watching him strip,
Well,
all the
Static,
power to you.
Static called me gay. Thank you, Static. I love you. Appreciate you. Real quick, we're 60 likes from goal. 60 whole damn likes.
Guys, that means my feet have to come up on the table to show once. You want to see my feet? I actually have a pedicure booked for tomorrow. So, I mean,
Kevin Hunt's the feet.
yeah.
Bro.
Do you want to see the feet? Do you want to see my feet? Also, Smooth, why are you awake? Isn't it like 6 a.m. in the morning where you are?
Who?
Smooth the DJ. He's like one of the mods in the Nerdrotic Discord, one of my mods as well.
He just couldn't miss it. And he couldn't miss the show.
Yeah,
But
you gotta miss the show. I love it. I love it. Let me do a body roll. Oh my god. Okay, if you can't do a body roll, you can do twerking, but you can't do a body roll.
I can probably do it. Do I have enough eggs? Yeah.
Let's see you do a body roll.
What are you doing? How does it?
Okay, wait. So, a body roll. You do like a snake movement.
I just feel like I'm on a boat.
I'm dead. I wasn't expecting this. Guys,
32.
we are 36 away, I think, from
Something like that, yeah.
1K. Oh wait, so I need 2 eggs, right?
Yes. Unless
right.
somebody drops 440, then it would be 4 eggs.
I can't do it with one hand. This is awkward.
You said you were a woman, a traditional woman.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I need one hand.
Okay,
I'll show you my eggshell. How about that?
Perfect. There you go.
All
right.
Yeah, see, look, my cup is fuller. Oh my god.
All right, now we go to milk. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, you have Fairlife too? Me too. I poured Fairlife because I'm lactose intolerant.
Exactly. Well, that's good, and also because it's delicious and has high protein in content.
Also less sugar.
Yes, and they beat the calves. And calves anyway.
I have 2 empty eggshells now, and a very. Oh my god, you can see the fucking. I don't swear. I just so sworn right now.
Look at them. Look at the little golden bastard.
Look at the little. I measured 8 ounces of milk in this, and I have a shot of vodka in this.
Bet. There you go. It's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I love Fairlife milk. Like, I love the chocolate milk. So, ew, why is it so red?
Because it has Swedish fish in it. So I had a girl come over, and she's like, I'm going to make custom vodka. And she just took low shelf vodka and put like candy in it. So this has been in my cabinet for like a year and a half.
That looks disgusting. I'm not going to lie.
So we're going to use this because it's all I have. I've been using it for like the last couple of fight milks, and we just keep hitting fight milk every damn stream.
Honestly, I kind of wish we hit fight milk before we started the stream because I was so hungry, and now I'm not hungry because I drank 2 glasses of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat so much freaking. I'm gonna eat some cheesecake.
I'm not gonna beat you at this rate.
Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. I can eat for days though, so doesn't matter to me. All right, boys. Make sure you get like we are 25 likes away, and then we're gonna do some fight milks.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna do that, guys. Do you want to see feet? Do you want to see fight milk?
Yes.
Ew! Don't fart.
Yes.
Doing that.
Yes.
Oh, wait, can I see your biceps? I have a little baby bicep. It's really cute.
I can't fit in the camera.
You can use one arm.
Oh yeah, I have a tattoo.
Yeah, that's a baby bicep.
What? You call my bicep a baby bicep right now?
No, I'm calling my bicep a baby bicep. Your bicep is not baby. It's like, a full-grown adult.
Full grown.
Mine is a baby. Like it's so cute, so tiny, so adorable.
Honestly, my biceps are. I think I have just bad genetics for biceps because I have friends that have large biceps. I mean, I'm
Wait,
I'm
how
strong, but
tall are you?
5'11".
5'11"?
Mhm.
Okay. Being
Fair.
on the shorter, like you're not even that short to be honest. Like you have the shorter you are, the more muscle you can gain so
Yeah,
much more easily. It sucks
that
for the taller
I
dudes.
appreciate you for calling me not that short. I appreciate that.
No, you are actually above average to be honest.
Well, yeah, but still, king of the manlets. I mean, it's average is what in America is
5'9"?
Yes, in Asia it's 5'6". That's why
Is it? I'm above average for a female Asian.
I'm gonna go to Japan and I'm gonna be so tall.
Do you have colored eyes? Because I will tell you, because you're kind of like a dirty blondish hair. If you
Yeah.
have light colored eyes, I joke. This is my joke. You drop your passport, like, oh my god, I'm American. Love me.
Please someone help. Yeah, I have my eyes are like blue and green, so they're like this kind
Oh,
of
they're gonna love you. They're gonna absolutely love you there.
yeah, it's hard to see. Thank you, Wookie. I love you. Appreciate it. He says Cody Flex and I feel bad for Mark later. I don't know what that means, but
Mark is very strong. Just trust me on that. Just
a
trust me.
strong man, Wookie bad. Don't shame Mark. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. Static, I love you. You're not that short. Thank you. I appreciate that. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Oh, damn. That's
I'm
pretty
tall. I'm
Yeah.
tall. According to FNT lore, I'm 8 feet tall though.
Damn. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I love like girls that are like 6 foot tall girls are like my dream.
You want a girl that's taller than you?
Yeah, I don't think for like a relationship thing, for more for like smashing pissers. But like, I just
Okay.
love tall girls, man. There's something about them. It's just a lot of them. I like
Maybe
more.
it's like a mountain to conquer. Maybe
Yeah, I just want more of a woman. Just more.
there's
And
more woman
that doesn't
in a
include fat.
taller.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't want her to be 400 pounds. I just want her to be like
You want tall but
Yeah.
slender and muscular. Hey,
exactly.
no, it's just your preference. Everyone has a preference.
He wants Lady D. Yes.
Yes, Lady Dimitrescu. Heck yes.
That's what I cosplayed for Halloween was Lady Dimitrescu.
Wait, is there a picture of that?
Yes, I will pull it up right now for you.
Heck yes.
It is. I did really well too. I was 6'6" in this picture because I had platforms on.
Oh
which
my
still
God.
isn't that tall, but still. Where is it? Oh well,
Oh
not.
my God. That's how me being tall became a thing because poor comics. I wore heels when I met him.
There it is.
Wow.
Lady Dimitrescu. But me,
That's a whole lot of woman.
yeah, with my standing next to my grand piano.
Oh my gosh.
So you smash
I'm
it.
actually really jealous that you have a grand piano. I'm not gonna lie.
I bought it for $2,000.
That is really cheap. Well, I
Yeah.
say that because I think Canadian money. So American is like what, 2,500?
Yeah, something
That's
like
still
that.
cheap. That's still cheap.
But the thing is, like, the people that were selling it for $7,000 and they were moving, and I was like, well, I'll give you 2,000, and they were like,
$7,000.
and I was like, well, I'll give you $2,000, and I was joking, and they were like, yeah, sure, come get it, and I was like, well, fuck, so I went and got it, and I've had it in the last 2 houses I've lived in. I just move it. I moved it myself with 2 of my friends last time, and it was the worst experience of my life.
It's so big and clunky. I get it.
Yeah, it weighs like 600 or 700 pounds.
Why wouldn't you just pay for someone to just move it for you versus
That costs like $1,000.
a
And I was like,
grand?
no, I'll just move it myself.
Wow.
It was
Do you have a
awful.
truck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
I have a truck and a trailer that I haul my race cars in. But
Oh, true. True.
that's what I use when I move. But then again, like it's just I put it on a bunch of wheels. I had like a bunch of little carts I put it on, and I had to roll it up to my house. But then me and my friends had to pick it up, and it was 3 like of my gym friends, but it weighs like 700 pounds. It was a nightmare getting up like 2 flights of stairs. Oh god, it was awful.
That's
I dropped
horrible.
it, cracked one of the sides, just a little bit of lacquer crack. Nothing bad, just a little bit of lacquer. It was good.
Ooh.
Nothing wrong with a
Well-
little bit of lacquer. All right, boys.
Okay.
Here we go.
So,
Oh yeah,
this
we
is
hit 1,000
for-
likes.
this
It's for
is
Kevin.
For you, the feet people.
The feet people.
This is really hard to do without a desk to sit on.
Well, your feet look clean and nice.
They are very clean. I had a shower. There you go. That's it. That's all you get.
There's dudes in the chat with just making stomach pancakes right now in front of God.
All right. Do we drink at the same time?
Yeah.
How does it work?
I'm going to turn the music on for Fight Milk, and then we'll do it.
Oh, there's a music.
There's music for Fight Milk, yes.
I'm sorry for the people that grossed out by my feet.
Nah, I'm sure everybody loves them. I'm not grossed out by feet. I just don't want them like on my face, and I don't want to suck on them.
Thank you, chat, for all the compliments, and it's okay. I think my feet are gross.
There you go. I appreciate you guys. 1,000 likes is a huge accomplishment. Thank you so much. We hit Fight Milk. We hit Naked Snake for the 159th stream in a row. Fight Milk for the 4th stream in a row. With
Go Tit.
Everybody, X-Ray Girl, getting the Fight Milk down the gutter. Here we go. Thank you, Sonia, for always spamming my stuff. I love you. She's like, I hope it doesn't get annoying. It never gets annoying. I promise you.
Oh, we love the support.
The Orange Queen herself, Sonia. Here we go. Let's turn it on. Let's find it. I think it's this one. I always forget. All right, boys. It's that time again. Let me drink a little bit of this. Actually, I'll clear my palate with that.
Yeah, you should not drink anymore until you drink your Fight Milk.
That's what I'm.
Milk.
That's what I'm doing right now. Here we go.
What is on your lap?
Oh, it's I'm gonna spill it for sure. I always do.
Oh, okay.
So we got the Fight Milk today.
Why does your cup look like it's so much more than mine?
I don't know. But we're gonna drink it when the beat drops here in about 15 seconds. Make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to X-Ray Girl. Appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been so much fun.
It looks like strawberry milk. It does. It does look like strawberry milk, but it's not. It is not.
Pepto.
CAMELCAST 32 or 33 with X-Ray Girl. Let's do this shit. Ready? Oh! Get it! Get it! Damn!
Are you done already?
Yeah!
Dang, you're faster than me.
You did it real fast. That was easily the fastest female ever on CAMELCAST.
You know what? That actually wasn't as gross as I thought it'd be.
It isn't. It really isn't.
I'm sure I'm going to regret it tomorrow drinking that.
I usually get a really bad headache for some reason, and I have to like lay down. But other than that, it's fine. I've done it like 500 times. So
yeah, I will say I have drank a lot of gross stuff between alcohol and Chinese medicine. This is not bad. It tastes good.
Chinese medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. All right. Get my decriminalized ass eating or legalized ass eating. Thank you. Thank you guys so much, by the way.
That was fun.
Yeah. Oh no, I turned it off. Oh well, it's fine. So I usually leave it on. A fun ass stream, man. I wish I wasn't getting up early. I'd just be like, let's just continue having fun.
Honestly, if you didn't, then I totally agree. Because like I feel like we could go on for a long time about anything and everything.
That's gonna be X-Ray Girl Part 2 stream.
There'll be a part 2.
There will be. Trust me, I will be messaging you. when I enjoy the streams, I'm like messaging them immediately. I'm like, hey man, what's up? Like,
when's the next day off? Yeah, sure. Honestly, these types of streams are so fun and
laid back. I just like laid back streams, man. It's fun. That's what my shows always are. Is just laid back, hanging out. Damn, that's a good one right there.
Excuse me.
But yeah, let me real quick read over a few of these bitches real quick. Some of the notable insane freaking drops today on Super Chats. God, it took me forever to scroll up on them. Slaglust, I love you. Noland, I love you. GJJ with a red boy, I love you. Master Lounge, you're goated as hell. Mr. Trent Westbrook, you know I love you, baby. Walling back. Cole Pritt, my boy. Legimon, Iron Mega. Wookie Be Bad every stream. Master Lions, flawed in this bitch. Frozen Toy. Kevin Hunts. This dude was insane today.
Kevin, love you.
Like 4 pink boys, I think. Maybe 5. Josh Hankins. Jay's Gaping Butthole. I love you, dude. Husky. Slanging Nanners. Every damn time with this guy. Peter Frazee. Master Lions. My boy. Gray Ghost. Kevin. Dang, Kevin, so many. Oh, there's my boy Justin. Screw your shadow zone. Long live Camelot 331. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate you. I saw you super thanks on one of my videos. I appreciate that. I get like one of those per like a year. So I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And Jesus Deville, I love you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Somebody said raid CobraCast. Can we raid CobraCast today? Let's see.
Is he live right now?
Dude, he's always live. I'm always watching Jeremy.
Let's see. Who's live right now?
Cobra, Jeremy. D-Day. There we go.
Cobra. Mark.
He does not
Alex.
have raids on. Rest in peace.
I like to support my husband. Mark is playing Tears of the Kingdom. If you're interested in gaming,
Wait, Mark's live. Hold on. What is it? Is it Cyborg?
Mark the Cyborg,
Mark.
playing Tears of the Kingdom, which I am so hyped up right now. I'm not gonna lie. I might end up playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Damn, he doesn't have raid privileges on either. No one has.
No. Also, there's the Y Files Star Wars Theory. The Jack show's on right now as well.
Jack
But
shows-
DJ is live right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they are live. It's just I need to tell them. I need to message them and be like, hey, send this shit on.
I hate that raids aren't. You have to approve of
automatic?
raids.
Yeah, like why would they not automatic? So we're gonna do the Jack show. We're gonna raid the Jack show.
Nice.
Because they're my boys. I love all them bitches. They're goated as hell. If you guys are not subscribed to X-Ray Girl, where can you find X-Ray Girl?
YouTube, Locals, Rumble. I'm going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow or now. I don't know. I'm feeling like I probably shouldn't go to bed because I'm a little too drunk right now.
You'll get the spins, man.
Yeah, the spins. So I'm gonna stay awake until the spins are gone. So if you want to see a really drunk gaming stream, just
There you go.
find out in 15 minutes.
There you go. Rock on. I appreciate you, X-Ray Girl. It's been a legendary stream.
This was fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's
Heck yes.
It's one of the funner ones I've had in a long time. So I appreciate
Aww.
you. We're gonna raid the Jack show. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much. 4 fight milks in a row, 159 naked snakes in a row. I love you guys. I'll see you guys probably Saturday. I might stream my race if it doesn't get rained out. And I'll do it from my GoPro for like a 4 or 5 hours. So I'll see you guys there. Get the hell on it, doggone it. And new video tomorrow. Don't miss it. Get the hell on it, niggity doggone it. Say bye, X-Ray Girl.
Cheers, y'all. Love you guys. Bye.